Hey, what's going on, everyone? And welcome to Hypersapien TV. This is episode 4, and this is with me, myself. And I've also got the lumberjack leaping from the tree to tree, of course. I've got Roger the Pirate, aka Roger the Prawn Star, doing what he does best, his fishy business. We've also got Kodie the Aussie Brony, galloping in with his cartons of Pepsi in the background there.
Yep.
I started sounding a bit Nazi. I mean German.
I like what Styles said. The G-Man will pay in any.
What?
Oh, here we go.
See how I quick the thing laugh? See how
Hey,
laugh?
Anyway, we'll quickly go through the chat like always to see what's going on before I move on to the next section. We have good old Dog Whiskers coming in with his dog-like face, showing it everywhere. Just how he does, rather. We have Mark Shed Talk. We have Stylesy, the G-Man will appear in my sex. What?
What?
In any,
The G-Man will pay in any sex.
in any sex? I don't know. There might be a few possibilities that I might turn down, but you'll have to approach me and talk to me about them.
Yeah.
We have Beach Girl. G is gay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Good on you, G.
yeah.
That depends on what you identify as.
Okay.
It also depends how happy I am. I guess.
Yeah, true. That's right.
I mean, the Flintstone taught us all that, right?
They did, yes.
Sipping tea like Kermit. Yeah, shout out Fred Flintstone. I know he's a huge fan of our show. Good on you, Fred.
Yeah.
So we have to give a shout out to Hypersapien TV, Mark Shed Talk, Kodie the Aussie Alistair fan, Brony, and Roger the Pirate, and anyone watching out there or who may watch in the future. Future watchers. Woo. All right, and
There we go.
You're all good, Beach Girl.
oh, no,
That's all good.
The chat's moving fast.
I didn't know you were meant to be happy, Beach Girl.
Styles he gay?
Well, okay then.
I'm at the pub, so can't hear. Hopefully, won't be ages. Bloody hell, that's not like you, Becky, to be out at the pub.
Playboy
What are you doing
Kodie.
there?
What?
Sorry, everyone. My apologies. Hi, handsome Roger, Playboy Kodie. And then we've got Evening All Pete.
Hey, Pete.
Mark the good boy.
Oh, I'm a good... Oh, come on. I'm a good boy, too. Most of the time.
The funny thing is, when Mark rocked up before, I'm like, oh no, here comes trouble. He's going to have issues. He doesn't know if he's a good boy or trouble.
Well, maybe Beach Girl.
If you want to, Simon.
Beach Girl needs to go watch the Lumberjack song on YouTube by Monty Python. She might have an understanding then. If anyone doesn't understand the reference,
okay. I'm on Lumberjack, that's okay. Sorry.
Okay, but before this gets any more crazy, I want to give a shout out to Funk and Hungry members. We have the gay boy Stylesy himself. We have Kavadu Duo. Kavadadu Duo?
Kavadado, whatever. Yeah.
Kavadadu. We have Becky's Fishing Adventures, Vanessa, Dogface himself, who's hiding. There he is, this guy here, and Just Rant Already. Shout out to them. And yeah, now we're. So anyway, how's everyone been after all of that craziness?
We're doing
Pardon me.
getting back on track and ready to leap into this night of fun and frivolity.
Well, just
yes.
Well, apparently G and I are peace.
Peace.
I don't know if I've ever been compared
We come
to
in
with
peace.
But maybe that's why the aliens love to get naked for me so much.
Do like the Japanese.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh no, what have we got here? Someone on a paired device, the pirate. What will 2050
No, really?
be like? Here you go, that's one's for you.
2050. Oh,
pirate.
bloody hell.
AU Gigashore.
You see that
might
one
be
there,
on
Roger?
Yeah, I see it.
They say the
2050,
pirate.
I don't want to think
What
that
will
far into
20
Yeah,
the
there's
future.
2 people.
What will 2050
Yeah.
be like? Do you have any?
You'll be 70.
I'll be an old fuck.
So what do you reckon? So what do you reckon everything will be like? What do you reckon you'll be like, Roger? What do you reckon the world will be like? Do you reckon they'll have they, them, here, her, their, what, who,
Yes.
what? When?
It'll be even more fucked. That's what it will be.
I won't even be here. I'll be dead and buried by then. Or
Do you reckon?
Yeah,
Do you reckon?
my brother said
No.
hi on my channel. Hello. Hey, Gigashaw.
Maybe Trump will get shot the other side and it'll even it out, and he'll be able
here we
to have 2 pillows. So then when if he feels tired, he doesn't have to worry about.
I haven't looked into that much, but that's pretty sus. I mean, that was just too easy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't look into stuff either anymore, really myself either, because how much more sus can you be, as you said? Like you don't even have to. You don't even have to go. Oh, wait a second. Is this sus or not sus? It's just all sus. So you just.
That's the question. Sus or not to be sus? That's the question.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, I'm not sus at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Your finger.
speaking of sus, have you seen King Charles' bloody fingers? They look. Everyone's seen baby carrots, haven't they? Have you seen baby carrots?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've seen a baby carrot, then you've seen King Charles's fingers.
For someone who's about 6'3" or 4", whatever it is, he's got short fingers.
Probably got longer fingers than he does.
Hi, blokes. Exist to exist. Hello there. It's so sus, this pure susness. What is his fingers? How would the hell would he be able to pick his nose if his finger wouldn't even be able to get in his nose? It'd be like this, like unless it's
get his wife to have Pokeballs, get a tongue up there.
Unless his nostrils, you know, unless his nostrils like lactate.
I can't even reach my nose with my tongue.
Is this something new, or is it just
what King Charles's fingers?
Yeah.
Fuck, Tiny.
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I said they're like baby carrots. They grow every year. They drop off and then. I'm giving myself hiccups from my stupidity.
Oh no.
He's probably anemic out of the Dragon Ball Z's.
Cheers there, Nightbot.
Yeah,
you doing your job?
Yeah, finally.
So apparently Pete likes Trump. Isn't Trump a type of vegetable? Isn't that like a winter vegetable?
Could be.
Well, you got the cackling old Harris competing against him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, see, like Mike said with the other stuff, I haven't really bothered to pay attention to much of that. I did watch a little bit, of course, of Trump and Biden, like, you know, arguing like a couple of old, you know, decrepit individuals.
I don't think it was arguing, was it? I think Biden had no idea what he was doing.
Yeah,
He doesn't really these days.
That makes two of us, Mark. Even did I. I don't know what the hell he was on about either.
Talks a bunch of gibberish.
Mixed up friggin' Putin with a friggin' Ukrainian president, Zelensky, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
President of Ukraine, President Putin. I think Who's Russian, not Ukrainian?
I'd seen that clip, yeah.
I have to say, I did have a pretty nice Putin myself the other day.
TMI.
Exactly.
Yeah, geez. We're only 10 minutes in.
I thought you were saving that till later on.
Oh, that's right. I was just telling these guys that the real juicy stuff comes till later, and apparently this is just the mild stuff.
Yeah.
This is
You
just
say.
the spiciness level. We need to have a level of spiciness. It's just at mild at the moment.
Let's go if you want. I can get some K powder if you want. Have the being covered. I can slice it up for you.
Yeah. Chuck some curry powder or something.
Yeah.
Well, we've been dining out more recently at Carl's Jr. and we're finding that their burgers are better than the ones that keep advertising all the time. You know, the ones that say that their burgers are better. Carl's Jr. is rocking it for us.
As myself and Stylesy know, really the quote should be the burgers are microwaved at Hungry Jack.
Jeez.
I've seen it so many times. They have like a lot. Well, they used to call it the line at McDonald's. The line is like where you bring the burger down to dress it, which sounds stupid if you don't know the lingo. Come down the line so I can dress my burger. But yeah. But when I've seen Hungry Jack's plenty of times, if you're ever inside and you can see into the kitchen, you look at them when they go they're down and make the burger, and they throw the burger in like a big box. When it gets to the end, and that's obviously the microwave for like, they chuck it in for 20 seconds or whatever. Oh no. People are getting into the cheese-spiracy or the crazy stuff already. I don't care for any of these modern politicians. Give me Maggie.
Yeah, Margaret Thatcher.
Carl's Jr. are being closed down in Oz.
Yeah, well, the one down the road here from us is going great guns.
Yeah, I think I've heard they're doing really bad, but also I've heard the ones in South Australia are staying open. There must be different like franchises that are owned by different corporations, and then obviously some corporations are finding it difficult to want to remain open. We got good old Peter in the house. Hello there, Pete.
Hey, Peter.
Carl Jr. and Stylesy just said it. We have AARR. I don't know if that's some sort of Klingon or Klingoff or
Klingoff.
Everyone in the pub, shut up! I could hear. Here or there.
Yeah, everyone in the pub there, shut the hell up.
KFC is better than Macca's, or Pete coming in with the controversial stuff already.
Hey. Smart ass Robbo, 5 Life. It might have got he.
Isn't the main difference between KFC and Macca's that the clown at Macca's was a fictional character?
Which pub we at, Becky? Imagine KFC did breakfast.
Oh, that would be good with one of their biscuits, aka a scone, aka merry old Cheerio England.
One of the cafes in the small town I live in does breakfast.
Bloody hell! I must have said something wrong. Kodie was just getting up and he's ready to leave.
Yeah. KFC.
I wouldn't do that to you, G.
Becky. It's down near across the road from the ex-services club here, Becky. The club here. Live. Across the road from the ex-services club.
Looks like Kodie's ready for world domination. Look at him. He's
$10 and 3 points.
This is the equivalent of Superman in the phone booth. Look at him go. He's getting ready for action.
Is it getting a bit cold up there, is it, Kodie?
Yeah, just a bit cool, yeah.
What do you got, mate?
It's not so fresh.
At the moment it says it's 18 degrees. It's supposed to be 9 tonight.
Yeah, it's 13.
Getting down to.
I wish it was 18 here. Give me some of the warmth, Kodie.
What do you got, Roger?
5.6 degrees at the moment.
Oh my god!
Holy shit! Bugging me dead.
We've got 9 here. You know, pretty much this week has been pretty good weather here in Adelaide. The old Betstar 5001 says $10 Imperial pints. So yeah.
Well, next week here it's meant to be getting up to 28.
Oh wow! Yeah, they got up to. I think it got up to about 19 here in one of the days.
Oh yeah, that's all right.
15.
19's all right.
Got the minuses through the week, minimum. I love minuses. Not.
Oh yeah, stuff like that.
Director Stalsy coming in with
hot
the
weather. Oh jeez.
Right then, anyway, how have you guys been after all of that craziness? What is it? 16 minutes in, it feels like we've been in for a few hours already. How much craziness has happened? So, does anyone anyone have anything they want to add? How have you guys been this week?
Oh, pretty good. Starting to get back into the swing of things. We're getting some stuff done around here at home. We've been doing a bit of stuff around here at home. We just seem like we're achieving things slowly. Yeah. And my dad came up today and helped me do some stuff on the steamroller. And we've had some really fantastic weather lately. It's just been beautiful, clear, sunny days. Cold in the morning, cold at night, and but getting around the tops of 20, 22, 23 sort of thing. So starting to get back into the swing of things. We weren't on last week, so we all had a bit of a break. Even I didn't do my live stream last Tuesday night that I normally do about the steamroller or what's happening in my head. However, I'm going to get back into it Tuesday. So, that's sort of what's been happening here.
Excuse me. For anyone that is watching that doesn't know, Mark has his own channel, Mark Shed Talk. If you are watching on a different channel, one of these different channels. How's your channel been going as well?
Channel's been going pretty well, actually. There's one particular video that's just gone bonkers in the last sort of month and a half, 2 months. It's up to 137,000 views and regularly get comments. And I interact with some of those comments, whether it's give us a thumbs up or I actually write something. It's thinking about it now. It takes a fair bit of time, believe it or not. I've put out a few other videos, just sort of because I feel like I need to do something, or just I'm thinking, okay, I'll put something up. It's a video from ages ago. It's not getting any crazy views, but at least it's happening on the channel. I've started. There's a few other. I'm doing my usual watching of, the Y files, a few other videos and things that I come across and like. I'm a bit behind on a few things, but other than that, it's going pretty well. Thanks for asking.
No worries at all. Just before we move on, anyone that is watching, I don't know why I'm doing this because I'm kind of trying to make a list. We're back to the list for anyone that knows about the list. Everyone remembers the list. Kodie remembers the bloody list. This is 2.0. Yeah. So as much as I gave people shit about lists and laughed about lists, almost giving me a lisp, talking about lists, tongue tying about lists. But we've got a new list. So we're trying to. Well, not much is going to change, but the reason I mention it is because Mark was saying about the Y files and stuff. So we're going to try to save, I guess, the more adult stuff, the Cheesepiracy stuff for later, sort of the second half of the stream. The first half is more just news of the week and talking about, how these guys have been, how everyone's been, and the rest of it. But speaking of that, how have you boys been down there, Kodie and Roger?
I just got over the flu from last week. That's why I'm glad you didn't have the That's why I'm glad you didn't go live, because I wouldn't have lasted a couple of hours with the flu I had.
Yeah.
I probably struggled through an hour and before my head would have hit the table and fallen asleep.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm spending a little bit of the day with my niece, and I was doing a bit of just tidying up a spare room that I have and stuff like that. So yeah, it was just I thought it's just probably for the best not to. And then later I was like in feeling a bit emo or whatever as well. So I was listening to emo music or whatever those young old people do. But yeah, Stolsey says, "Glad you feel better, Roger."
Yeah, heck yeah.
So that's
fun being sick.
Yeah.
And also, while we're speaking to Roger, how has your channels been going? And your
content? I've been steady.
Yeah,
been steady about 450 subs.
Yeah,
that's good.
We try to get we try to get Robert Five Lives up to 500 because it's been stuck in 492 for a bit. He's got to go live at 500. Supposed to get to 500. He said that weekend after he gets to 500, he'll go live.
So besides Robbo and getting subs and going live, and is there any other stuff on the channel that you would like to share? Like, is there any other future stuff that you're going to do? Are you just going to?
I got a few videos on schedule coming up in the next couple of weeks. One was a British beer.
Oh, nice! It's not Boddingtons, is it? I love Boddingtons.
This one's not that one. And there's a couple of them in the backlog and that coming up in the next couple of weeks. Because we schedule our videos and that. We got an alcohol one, and the only reason we put our alcohol ones later in the day because it's alcohol, and we put ours early in the evening and that.
Yeah.
Non-alcohol stuff is in the mornings. Non-alcohol stuff, and we decided to put the alcohol stuff early in the evening. Anything with alcohol. The obvious reasons.
Yeah.
That's fair. Sounds good. Sounds like we've all got some good. I know that Roger and himself down there and his brother, they do a lot of content that's a little bit similar to myself, Kodie, and other people we know. But I do like the alcohol ones because there's not that many people we know that are doing. So it's kind of what I try to do with snacks. Try to find different snacks, but they do it obviously with alcohol. Everyone watching can get a little sneak peek of what I reviewed today. So Skittles, and they're clouds, and they're basically Skittles, but they're like soft little pillow lolly candy.
Okay.
So yeah, I thought that just reminded me when I was talking about Roger and what he does. But then the crazy part of us weirdos, or I'm speaking for myself, not speaking about them, that do these sort of reviews is this little bag was like $6.
Wow.
Fucking hell. Wow.
Yeah, thanks.
And when you're getting carried away, when you're getting carried away, you have a few, and before you know it, the bag's gone. There is a few in there. So if you were taking your time, but it starts breaking it down to like a stupid amount. But that's the biggest part of sometimes doing these reviews. Is like, do I want to bloody spend that much on that?
Nah, hell no.
Videos now, Robbo.
Well, that's a good idea. What you're doing, Roger. That you do your non-alcoholic stuff in the morning, and later on you do a review. Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, because that's my brother's idea. Because he said that most people usually come home and have a few beers in the evening and that.
Yeah.
And we started up those hours in the evening and that. because next couple of weeks are going to be alcohol beverages. Like I did one on Friday. And another one had been alcohol one from England.
It was kind of like I was saying about the after dark stuff. It's also when you have get-togethers or whatever, the parents always stay up later than the kids. So with you doing your alcohol reviews later in the day, the kids might go to bed and the parents might want to watch that sort of content more so than during the day. So you might get an influx of people that come in and give you a boost.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, most of my views from Australia still, which is surprising because I don't get that many overseas views and that.
Yeah, it might be something to do with your content might be pushed more in Australia as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So it's pushed to those audience, so demographic or those regions or whatever. Speaking of, Kodie, you can't get out of this.
Oh no!
Don't act like we forgot about you. How have you been going? And before I carry on, just shout out to Sakal. I saw him in the chat. Didn't want to stop whoever was talking before, but give him a shout out. He's here. Welcome, and we appreciate you being here. But over to you, Mr. Brony. What have you been? You and Alistair been getting up to?
No, nothing much. Today was another Crows games, Geelong and the Crows in Melbourne this afternoon. Yeah, it was a decent game, but Geelong won in the end by 5 points. Still a pretty good game. Was it Monday? Well, before I went to town on Monday, I caught on. No, I didn't know. It was on Monday. I went to Hungry Jack's to try their Biscoff shake.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, it was last week. I went on. I used their self-serve screen, and the guy behind the counter said they'd sold out of the Biscoff sauce worldwide. So wasn't able to get it. Yeah, that's what he told me.
I think he might have been I think you might have been exaggerated a little bit worldwide, but
yeah. I'd seen Grego do a video of that last week. I'm like, I'll try that this week, but I was able to try it this week, which was good.
I taught Biscoff up, but Jesus, being sold out worldwide.
Yeah, it's crazy. Good thing I was able to get this week. Yeah.
Crazy.
Did you not try it when it was around last time? Because the Biscoff stuff's been around probably about a year ago. And from my knowledge, they got rid of the M&M Storm and they replaced it with the Biscoff one full time. So the Biscoff stuff should be staying around full time on Jacka's menu. So they replaced the M&M one. Because when I heard about that, I tried to review an M&M Storm because I haven't had one in ages. But they were basically out of stock by the time I got already heard that they were going to get rid of them.
Oh, damn.
So you didn't end up trying the Biscoff shake then?
Oh, also Storm, I went in to town on Tuesday and tried it, did a review of it, and I'll show that on stream on Monday when I go live.
Now, one thing I do have to point out that's good about the Biscoff Storm is a lot of time McDonald's, when they do their McFlurries, they will do, like, say, Tim Tam, Cadbury, whatever. They'll have the Tim Tam chocolate pieces, they'll have the Cadbury chocolate pieces, but then the chocolate or the sauce that they'll put with it will just be their regular chocolate sauce that they always have. But the Hungry Jack's Storm, the Biscoff one, it actually has the legit proper Biscoff sauce and Biscoff crumbs, biscuit crumbs. So they're not just using their caramel sauce. So it actually has so the actual Biscoff topping, the sauce actually adds that Biscoff flavour as well. So they definitely weren't cheaping out. They weren't just being sort of piss poor with it. They've done a pretty good job with it.
No, they did. Yeah, made it good.
So what else has been happening, Kodie?
Well, this week I went online and filled out my passport application, so I'll print that out and go into the post office on Tuesday to sort that all out.
Yeah, nice.
A few friends and I are planning to go overseas in January sometime, mid-January, so sort that out before then.
Where did you say you were going?
We're planning to go to Japan.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty killer for sure.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Are you gonna do some? Sorry, guys. Are you going to do some vlogging at all?
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I'll bring my camera with me. Yeah, and I'll film a lot of stuff.
So sure, a lot of us would like that.
Yeah, when are you going, Kodie?
Around mid-January, middle of January next year.
Right. So they're winter time.
Yeah. Yeah.
In middle of winter.
Yeah, lovely. That'd be good though. Be the first time I've been overseas too.
I think you've picked the right first place to go to. I think it'll be an amazing experience for you. And what I've seen, it's a pretty incredible place.
Even coming down to architecture and even food, their food is like we all know, food is food, but their food looks and is prepared a certain way, like that traditional food. Yeah, you know, obviously they're still going to do bloody burger and chips or whatever, but yeah, the way they process is kind of like other cultures. It's very different. It's very they're a very interesting culture. They do stuff very different to what we used to, but of course the modern world still takes over. Everyone, like the mainstream marketing monster, still pushes through everywhere and wants to keep everyone to be exactly the same, where to me, I like our differences. We can have someone from who's native to Japan be interested in American culture or whatever, that's fine, but the traditional cultures that we have in each country is what makes us different, which is what's great about this planet.
Make sure you carry plenty of cash for you too, Kodie, because there's not many ATMs around certain areas and stuff. And they don't accept digital payments so much. You have to carry a lot of cash there. That's what I'm like.
No.
You planning to go anywhere particular?
Not really. We haven't really planned it out yet. Maybe closer to the date we'll start planning out an itinerary.
Yeah. What culture makes the cartoons like the Has-Been Hotel and stuff? That's not Japanese, is it? Is that American? Those. Yeah,
that's American. Yeah.
Are you interested in any anime and any? Because obviously a lot of that's Japanese manga.
No, really, just.
I liked manga when I was younger. It's basically anime, but it's very grown up, or like R-rated, lots of blood and sort of just like nudity or just violence or whatever. But that's, I guess, an easy way to explain it a bit. We have Dogface here saying, though, nice codes. Could you bring me back a woman or two in your suitcase? You can try them first. At least the women would fit in suitcases.
Well, on a more serious note, Japan's birth rate is well under what they need to do to sustain their population. So there's actually, whether it's just a cultural problem or what, but their birth rate, and Elon Musk has talked about this. So you never know, Kodie, you might find yourself a nice Japanese lady.
Maybe, yeah.
But if you want some, I would probably, when you get to the planning, definitely get yourself a Japanese rail pass. It'll make life a lot easier. Look into that. And from a historical point of view, I would, seeing you going there, go to Hiroshima.
Hiroshima, oh yeah.
That's where they dropped the bomb.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you can do. There's a lot of new things. There's a lot of things, but get a bit of cultural perspective, and go look at some sites like that.
You'd be amazed what you see there, Kodie. Too, you'd be amazed.
Oh yeah.
They got a blend of the old and the new, like culturally in that. You'd be thinking, blend of the old and the new, yeah.
Yeah.
And like Mark said, get yourself a rail pass when you're there.
Yeah.
Because you need it. You need it when you're there.
That's sort of things you can look into when you're offline, and there's travel advisory or travel vlogs that you can watch to get ideas on where to go, or some really good deals. That's the other thing.
Now, for me, pretty much, I've been wanting to do some content for a while on my hobby channel, so I've ended up doing this skin deep. For people that know me on different social medias would have seen this already. So this is what they call a bust. I do have the box back here, which I did review when I first got it. These Broken Toad, which are basically nice Kalinsky sable hair brushes from the Broken Toad company. I did review this and got a little bundle with Skin Deep, which is a high detail model bust. The reason I ended up doing this is he does actually have a mask here as well. So it's kind of like a almost Phantom of the Opera mask as well, and he's obviously a jester. But if you do look at the face, I do have pictures on Facebook for it. But yeah, the face looks quite withered, old, and miserable and stuff. But obviously, it just, to me, when I was trying to work out what I wanted to paint, it just popped into my head, and I've had it for a few years. But I just thought it's very an emotional but interesting piece, how the show must go on. He's obviously looking like he's not in the mood to probably even continue what he's doing. But then you just put on the mask and the show goes on. But also a few different ideas I have, like I've Xenophil highlighted this, which is Xenophil is where the sun emplacement is. So here I do have 2 ring lights, but if I did turn this off, it's basically so you can see where the direction of the light's coming from. So I've done that on this, which by using a black and white primer, and I have left the back more black because I want to do that in the shadow. So yeah, and I have been just mucking around with painting for this model here, but that's just me because I want to record footage for this. I've just, sometimes with stuff, people who are creative, anyone that has different interests like that, it's like almost you wonder if you forgot how to do it sometimes. So this was just putting some paint onto a model. With Funkin' Hungry, I do keep up to date with Simon, I don't, because I don't believe he's on Facebook, but Stylesy and Dave and other people, I'd keep up to date with them with content a bit more, because obviously they're members, so I feel like I owe it to keep them up to date with what's happening on that content. I don't know if anyone noticed, I didn't upload for about 15 days, and that was just because I went through a stage of just losing a bit of that passion and a bit of motivation to want to, even sometimes editing myself and listening to myself and just looking at myself when you're not in that sort of headspace can just be a bit of a challenge as well. You can kind of get a little bit of sick of yourself, I guess, in a way, if you're editing and just listening to yourself, and especially if you're trying to kind of escape yourself. The last thing you want to do is listen and stare at yourself when you're trying to escape reality a bit. But yeah, I had a couple of videos that needed to be edited for a while, and I did release one. I still have one that I need to do. I've been keeping the members, as I said, up to date with that a bit more. I did record some content today, like I showed you guys before with one of the items I showed. I did do a couple more videos today. I did do a video that I recorded at someone else's house, and they have puppies and stuff, so there was a lot of dog noises in the background. So what I might do is either make that video a members only video or I'll just release it to everyone. But there is like, a lot of growling, chirping, little noises and stuff as I'm recording. But I have recorded in different weird situations before when there's been stuff going on around you. When I've recorded in public places before, in like cafes, I can't just say to the old ladies in the corner chatting, eating their raisin bread toast, I can't say, wait a second, do you mind just stop talking for 20 minutes while I record and stop eating? I'm sure they'd love that. What else has been happening? This year I've felt has been a huge year for me for a few different reasons, but obviously saying goodbye to a best friend of like almost 15 years was huge. But I'm a pretty big Eminem fan. He brought out a pretty controversial but album that is very decent, but also another moment was Deadpool and Wolverine, because you just need to relax. I can help you with that. I thought I was gay. You can help me if you want. But yeah, because I've been a huge fan of Marvel since a kid. I've said it on live streams and stuff before. I met Stan Lee, and he was a hero of mine. Even though he didn't create Wolverine or Deadpool. He obviously was the big head chief, one of the big head chiefs on Marvel. But yeah, I've liked Wolverine since a kid. I was one of those little kids with a little Wolverine doll that had the little claws that come out, and then you press it so much that it breaks, and then the claws, you have to push them in yourself and pop it because you've broken the mechanism by doing it too much. But I ended up watching that. Obviously, we didn't go live last weekend, so I would have seen that last Thursday or Friday. Deadpool and Wolverine. But yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it or whatever for anyone. But do you guys ever have a moment in life where the moment is just so satisfying that you can't comprehend how to feel, really, how to react to the moment? It's like a moment that you've wanted your whole life, and then when you get it, you're like, don't know how to react, and you're not disappointed or you're just so much in that moment that you're like, oh my god, do I laugh, cry, shit myself? But that but that happened one time. Definitely. I mean, it happened a lot in that film because it's just so nostalgic, and it's just breaking the fourth wall. Which is the way Deadpool does that in comics is he will address the person reading. So you yourself who's reading, he will talk to you directly instead of like through dialogue. But obviously they do that in the Deadpool films as well, which is really well done. And they just have a lot of craziness in it. But yeah, there was one part with Wolverine, and I'm just like, man, I've waited my whole life just to see like Wolverine actually be Wolverine. Like he is just like it took me back to that little kid who has like all these toys laid out at a Wolverine, and like, yeah, I'm just gonna kill all of these hundreds of other action figures. It just took me back to that little kid with an action figure, but seeing it like played out in real live action. But yeah, so that was a pretty intense moment, but also the film was just really, really crazy and funny.
So there was no wokeness in this one, so to speak.
Oh, there's a little bit, but it was like a little bit. There was just, like pushing characters that, just like sex diversity and gender diversity and like race diversity and stuff, which can be good, but can be obviously bad. But like just changing characters to suit a bit of an agenda. But yeah, I feel like they paid out a lot of stuff that we all, especially if you're a movie fan, a Marvel fan, even Marvel Cinematic, the movie fan, like they was like Deadpool was addressing some of the stuff directly that's happening within the franchise. Like he'll just call out stuff that you have probably thought yourself about a certain situation in the Marvel universe, like in the when it comes to the the film side of stuff. Like he'll call it how it is, so which is great because it's kind of what you need.
Yeah.
And it's like it's just interesting to me as well because Eminem was doing that in his music, and it just feels like it's at that stage where it's like, do you remember auto tune, the music style? So when that came around, or even they say this in Deadpool 2, dubstep, like it's interesting a point where something gets created and is oversaturated to the point where people get annoyed with it, and then at the point where it dies off. Because with this woke sort of stuff, it seems like people, big entertainment, like either actors, musicians, even films and stuff, they're starting to actually question or push, like, have we gone too far with this woke bullshit? And it feels like they're starting to pull away from that now because they're realizing, and that's sort of what I found interesting with Eminem, because he addressed wokeness in the album, and then Mark, you mentioned it in Deadpool, but also Deadpool does address stuff with what's going on at Disney and Marvel and stuff at the moment, which is just, it's kind of like you were trying to be too creative, you were trying to be too like amazing, we've given us so much amazingness that you just lost your way, and you just at some point it stopped being fun.
Well, it stopped being fun when they shoving it down our throat without letting up. And they're doing that. There's two particular franchises that they're doing it with at the moment, which is pretty disappointing.
Star Wars and Marvel,
or Star Trek, Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And if you look at their ratings have just plummeted compared to what they used to be.
Yeah, so it was in a way, I feel like the Deadpool they're trying to reboot the Marvel universe with Deadpool. Like they're trying to, oh fuck, we fucked up. Let's go back to when it was good again, and just get rid of all the bullshit from.
But they're going to have to follow up with some good stuff, though. They're going to have to.
Oh yeah.
They can't just do it and go back to what they're doing. They've got to. Okay, they've sort of hit a reset point. Then you've got to keep following on with that.
Well, now we're starting to get into news of the week, stuff that we've noticed this week that were interesting or either made us laugh, cry, or cringe. So we're on the Marvel train at the moment. So did you hear who the next two Avengers films and the big enemy's going to be? For anyone that's
Jr.
is back. Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. is back as Victor Von Doom.
Yeah.
Now, I have read a lot of Marvel stuff, and there's a lot of Marvel I haven't read, and I have read stuff where Iron Man and Doctor Doom and how it can be very overlapping and confusing. But I just wonder if he's going to be like a straight up Doctor Doom, or if he's going to be like a variant in a certain comic line that had him a certain way, where he might be, like Iron Man from a different timeline or whatever, different dimension.
Yeah. One channel I suggest you have a look at, G, is on YouTube here, Nerdrotic. It's a pretty good channel, and he talks quite openly about, the wokeness and things like that. But they also talk about, what's happening in the popular culture sort of thing. He's very definite on some of his views and things like that. I think you'd really like his channel. He does live streams and various other things. So yeah, and he knows what he's talking about too. He used to own a comic book shop. He's a reformed alcoholic. He's talked about that in his past live shows and things like that. He still struggles with it, but him and his wife got out of San Francisco and they moved to Texas, somewhere in Texas. And he also does He's got quite a good following on YouTube, so he works hard at it. I mean, you might find it interesting.
Yeah, like I haven't stuck to it as much, but when there was a lot of good content coming out from different companies, those Comic-Con, those big events they have, I used to watch the panels a lot because I used to like listening to the inside information, how they normally have the director, some of the cast there, and they do the panels. You know, they do like the big Star Wars ones, Marvel ones yearly, and the rest of it. But still sticking to this topic, I've been watching a little bit of the new Batman animated series, and for some reasons, sticking to this woke diversity type conversation, they've made Penguin in that series a female randomly for some reason.
Yeah.
The character as well looks exactly the same. As in features and the size of the person, the actual characteristic and features of the person, but it's just a female.
That's just gender swapping.
Yeah, and when I saw like a article about it, I'm like, this is pretty whack and stuff like that. But when I did actually watch it, funny enough, the character is exactly the same, but just a female. So it's like, it's not actually bad. It's not actually bad as in a way where like you've ruined my childhood, but also it's like why? And so far I've got I don't know if they're biological, but it looks like she's got a couple of sons or whatever that her henchmen are like her family or sons as well. But also then it makes it, I found it made it a little bit weird. It's like, even though in a lot of this stuff they don't just beat the hell out of each other, they use gadgets and stuff. It's like you basically got Batman fully you're beating on a woman as well. And now even worse than an animated man beating on a animated woman. News of the week. What about in the Olympics? One of the biggest
boxing event.
One of the biggest topics this week was biological man who is now a trans woman in the female. See, I haven't actually watched it, but you don't need to watch anything into 2024. You just need to go and look at the first meme that shows you. Because if you know the memes, you know exactly what's going on. Really, that's what I was saying to these guys backstage. Is these days everyone was outraged that I've seen like Logan Paul saying that he's going to allow that woman to fight under his company or whatever. It's like people get outraged. They try to make a stand like that's it. I've had enough of this. I'm going to do something about it. And what do humans do? Go and make hundreds of memes about it. That's what we do these days. We go and make a good old couple of memes, and then that has showed them. So what's Pete going on about here?
It's about some asteroid.
It has a chance of hitting us between. Yeah, they say that all the bloody time though. So I just.
But that's 2175. I mean, we'll be all gone by then. We won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, we'll be dead.
Unless our
even Mark Zuckerberg be dead.
All of us will be dead.
I swear sometimes science, they got more money or funding than common sense. It's like, what do they sit around? It's like they're a bunch of stoners and they're sitting around, they're like, yeah, according to this device,
man.
pretty sure according to this device, an asteroid's going to hit us in 2175 and we're going to be stuffed. We're going to die.
There's no proof of it. However, they'll sit there and say that there's no proof of alien life out there.
Yeah. No. Have you found any aliens out there? Oh, no.
No, that's not possible.
There's aliens waving in a spaceship at them. Hey, quickly move on. What's this? Another asteroid that's going to hit us in 2,000 years. That's probably going to kill us. Yeah, that'll distract them.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's something, Roger, to help you and your brother out. I just thought I'd post this little interesting fact. Hang on, where are we? Oh, come on. And it's not going to do anything. Why won't that do anything? Let's get rid of that and do it again. And I've just blown it. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay. Just hold your horses, everyone.
Okay, I'll hold my horse.
Yeah. Oh, you got a horse. Okay, don't worry about it. I've just ruined everything.
I've only got an invisible horse.
It's to do with YouTube, and I thought I'd do a search on how many active users that YouTube has, and YouTube has over 2.
It's gonna be my horse.
That's it. That's beautiful.
Oh, that's sick.
That's incredible. YouTube has over 2.49 billion monthly users. Among these are 80 million paid subscribers, taking into account YouTube's premium music services. Just over 1/3 of the world's population uses YouTube every month. So 47% online global population are YouTube monthly active users. So that might sound like a lot, but what I'm trying to say here is that I think we got to be pretty thankful that our channels are getting out there and getting viewed by all these people. You know, it's pretty amazing, and that's all partly to do with what we're doing, the algorithm, and maybe a few other things thrown into the mix. So what you got to keep doing, Roger, you and your brother, is just keep going, mate. Just keep on plugging away.
What is interesting to go on with what Mike was saying, and Mike was saying before about his channel doing well with certain videos. The Hypersapien TV channel is started to get up there where the live streams are main. The live streams are started to get up there with views, likes, and even a few comments. Not really many, but most people don't ever tend to comment on live streams much because they've been watching the content normally already. You know, once it's been published, a lot of people aren't going to interact much on it. But it's just quite good that the people obviously that sort of enjoyed this content have stuck around, but it has been growing still. Because when I did it on Funk and Hungry and stuff like that, obviously a lot of people would come on expecting it to possibly be food content or whatever, and then people just stuck around for the banter and the conversations and stuff. But I mean, I have 54 subs on it, and I'm not really that fussed about analytics or subs and stuff on this channel. I mean, it would be nice to have more, but this is just a channel for us to do what we're doing right here, right now. But it is still interesting to look at numbers and stuff like that sometimes, just to see what spikes it, what makes it go up. But a lot of the stuff is starting to go up in the green, meaning that views and all the rest of it is just going up. Like, and this is so far it's pretty much just been live videos that have been going up. But yeah, the views have gone up, the watch time's gone up, and all the rest of it. So it's just for a fresh channel as well. It's interesting to see it from a very small channel's point of view. Like Mark was mentioning before with the analytics, it's interesting to see how it goes up, and especially for our smaller channels. And Funk and Hungry and the Hypersapien are small, but this channel's even smaller. But it's just interesting how it takes off. That's why I tried tonight. I made the scheduled event for tonight yesterday, so I had the event already pre-programmed. And that was because not last week, because we missed it, the week before, I had 18 likes, and that's quite a fair amount for a channel that only has like 54 subs in itself. Like if you think about it, it's almost So it's just interesting. I was sort of saying that to Mark before. It's interesting sometimes to just do these little tests almost on yourself, just to keep a bit of you monitor on a situation just by trying different stuff.
Well, I've noticed on my channel, I'm up to 693 subscribers now, and I'm sure I've lost some at some stage. I did have a look at the analytics, but I'm pretty impressed with that. And that's thanks to you guys helping me out, promoting my channel and other people. It's also thanks to one of my videos, which is going crazy, which I still can't sort of believe. But I think regular content, people are looking to be entertained. They're looking for something different. However, when you do go and look at the analytics, you'll notice that most people only watch a video for, I think it's about a minute or something like that. It may have a lot of views, but if you look at the actual watch time, in some cases it's only like 30 seconds or a minute at the most. So you're pretty lucky if someone's going to watch something all the way through. And as G pointed out, often they won't comment, they don't comment. Maybe they started watching it, then they got taken, they've walked away from the computer and they've gone to do something else, make a cup of coffee, they've, they're on the phone to a friend or something like that, So there's a number of different factors, and we in this modern day world are being bombarded by notifications on our mobile devices from, two dozen platforms easily that throw content at you, constantly.
Yeah. And as much as I like having notifications on for stuff, because it's like, I want to be notified when that happens. But then I'm sure we all get it when we get like 10, 20 different notifications from stuff. It's overwhelming and you almost just want to clear it off. But also you don't want to do that in case you miss. But yeah, my best painting video is 18,000 views just over. But then if I go into content and look at that painting video, so 18k views, it doesn't even have 1,000k likes. It has 554 likes and only 58 comments. But also, it being a painting video, I wouldn't imagine that many people were commenting because they might be watching it when they're painting but it just, even if you go to big name artists that have millions of followers on, say, YouTube, you look at the likes of their videos that have millions of views, they will only have like, say, 200k likes. So it just goes to show you how much people are interacting with this content, but also not interacting with it. They're listening to it, watching it or whatever, but they're not actually, liking, commenting, which unfortunately is sometimes what helps push that in the algorithm to be what you see first.
Yeah. I also think it's a little bit false on YouTube's half, because I've got on the second screen here, I've got my YouTube channel open and I'm watching us slightly delayed, and I can go over and give myself a like or a thumbs up, so it's sort of, in that situation, it's false economy. I could probably have 100 tabs open and go through and give myself 100 likes, and YouTube doesn't know the difference, that it's me doing it. Also,
it can be a business. How, like what you're saying is some people, how they will, SEO score, I'll help you get your search engine optimization scores up. And really all those people that you're paying to do that sort of shit, I would imagine that they just have hundreds of accounts and they're just got all these different devices liking it. They're sitting around with their friends liking it, watching 5 minutes of that, 5 minutes of that, and you're paying them just to...
Or some of this stuff, I heard somewhere, most of this stuff, you could actually set up a bot, like Nightbot. You could set up a bot to go and like your channel or watch your videos or something like that,
Yeah, I've heard even like big name rappers or whatever saying that other ones have paid people to do bots to get their views up. So it looks like, say, they got 1 million of views in this amount of time, but then it isn't like legitimate views. It's bots or whatever. So it's an interesting world we're moving into with a lot of AI and bots and stuff, which has been around for so long, but it's getting to the point how on like these streaming music services, obviously the more streams you get, the more revenue you get from the stream. So if you're lying, pretending that you're getting more views, more likes and stuff than you are, then obviously you're breaking the law, because you're you're pretending. But who knows how much? I'm sure there's laws when it comes to Spotify and music and artists and revenue and stuff like that, just like there is with what we do and YouTube and content copyrighted and stuff. So like bots. Yeah.
Wasn't it was it Taylor Swift or one of the big performers that there was something about to do with money and revenue and so on, and she got on and said, yeah, well, I think it was a female artist of some sort, and she said, I might have all this money or something, but I'm still waiting to be paid. And in this case, she was still waiting to be paid from Apple or someone like that. So a lot of these, that was a while back. The record companies are famous for doing that sort of stuff. You know, they'll be making money, yet the artist is hardly getting anything at all.
Well, it's interesting as well. Just how AI's like with Eminem's new album. He did an interview where it was him interviewing himself as his younger self, and they used AI to digitally recreate his face on top of his. It was someone pretended to be him and using AI on top of this model's face. I thought they even did a good job with that. I remember in Star Wars Rogue One when they did Princess Leia and they de-age an actress and then they digitally layer over that layer of skin over the person, and it looked exactly like Princess Leia. And I don't know, they modified her voice to have very little dialogue, but just to say a few words. But it's I guess the point I was trying to make is these days, like what Mark was saying, is you don't almost need someone's permission these days. You do, because it's copyright, but you could just you don't even need to. You can use AI to mess around with their voice, to mess around with the way the person's looking, and you don't even need really the actual real person around anymore.
No.
I mean, they do it with music all the time. I remember the 50 Cent has a song called Many Men, Wish Death Upon Me, and so on the lyrics go. But when Donald Trump got shot, they did an AI version and it had Trump's voice singing that song. So it's Trump's voice saying, "Many men, they wish death upon me." And it's like Trump doing that song, but it sounds like Trump, but it's just like, it's just so weird how this planet's going. It's like, are we just gonna, didn't we get sick of rebooting every film to the point that no films are good anymore? Are we just going to do that with music? Make everything an AI version of this song? And I mean, it's good for a laugh, but when it's more than a laugh, it's like, what are these artists? They don't even need to. It's getting to the point. It's really starting to get to the point where like what's real and what isn't real anymore. When it came to CGI and stuff like that, it used to really annoy me how some people are like, that looks so realistic. I'm like, oh, it looks like just a bloody video game running around or a cartoon running around. But these days it's just AI changing voices and the rest of it. It's just, who knows? Just being creative is just not the same as it used to be, really.
Have you seen the movie The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh, years ago. I haven't seen it recently.
You know, what they did in that is becoming true. You know, you just hit it on the head. You know, and that was predicted, 20 odd years ago.
And isn't that interesting in itself, how we pretty much have predicted the future we're going into? I think the only thing that I'm disappointed in is, remember Back to the Future when they had those Pizza Hut pizzas and you put them in the microwave and they get held big? I'm just, until we have them and we're not living in the future. A microwave pizza that's like this big and then it just puffs up into.
Oh, I gotta say thank you to Nightbot. You know, it's coming in doing its thing on my channel. How did you do that, G?
I don't know. It says, please subscribe to Hypersapien, and then also thank you for watching from Steam Train Mark.
Mark, yeah.
Oh, and then we'll get back to the chat quickly. Also, I didn't want to stop Mark before, but ladies and gentlemen, we went over the hour. We can now celebrate.
Yeah.
We can now let our hair down.
Whew. Okay.
Yeah.
I got no hair. Actually, it's getting a bit long.
There we go.
Yeah, it's gonna get a little bit grey these days, eh? Hair. Wonder why I'm over 40.
Oh, yeah. The other day when I went to the hairdresser, I got my beard trimmed and I got my hair trimmed. Sometimes I get both, or sometimes I'll just get hair or whatever. But I look down, you know when you're getting your hair cut and you see on the little baby bib, you see all your hair on it. I'm looking down, I'm like, who's this bloody white grey fox? Oh, wait a second, that's my hair. How much bloody grey or white's in my beard? Thought it was Santa Claus was coming to town for a second there. Santa Claus is coming to town. Wait a second, it's not December.
No.
So it goes away my sides.
Christmas in July.
Yeah.
That's it. That is it, eh?
Yeah.
Dehydrated
We're my
pizza.
sides. Especially here. Yeah.
So I was going to say something. Then all of a sudden I talked about good old grey pubes or whatever. Grey. Reminds me of grandma's boy. They call it grey muff or. But anyway, back to this via Discord. If you shoot me a link, I'll join your stream for a bit if you like. What do you guys reckon?
What's up, you?
Pete's been on before, so
yeah.
more than merrier.
So it's you invite on stream. Geez, your stream.
Oh, wait a second. Is this what this is? Am I on my stream?
Are you on your stream? I'm on my stream. I thought, yeah.
Same here.
And bloody stream.
Just remember,
my Facebook and
don't cross the streams. All right.
That's it. That's it.
Is this crossing the streams?
That's it. That's the one.
Oh,
That's what they mean by it? Oh no.
It's like a Rubik's Cube.
It's like a game of poker. Where will we go? Where we'll stop, no one will know. Oh, Roger's at the steering.
Roger's the host now.
Roger's driving.
Hey, Roger's the host. Oh, Roger.
Well, I've been crazy, so.
When Mark started doing that, it reminded me of bloody Kermit and Fozzie Bear, where they're like in the car. I think they were listening to music or something, but anyway. So Pete might join us soon. So if anyone wants a drink break or whatever while or before Pete gets on, go for it. And if anyone else wants to join us, I will leave the link in the chat. I'll leave that for
dance, please, girl.
Neither can I.
Dance, I got 2 left feet. You want to know, bitch girl?
I can sing, but I can't dance.
Speaking of 2 left feet and 2 smelly bum cheeks, here we have.
That's Cocoa Pops.
How are you, Stinky Pete?
Hello.
I think it smells so bad that he can't even bring himself to talk.
Hello.
Hello. Oi, prick.
How much you had, love? Shut up.
Oi, prick. Oh, he's definitely not home. I was watching some of Hot Fuzz the other day.
Ah, hell yes.
Oh man, those films are just. I was watching some of after I had all those Guinness on live stream a couple of weeks back. I went and watched. I didn't end up watching it all, but The World's End.
Oh yeah.
Well, that seems good as well.
Yeah.
Is that a window or a door? Or is it a window?
Window.
Bloody hell, Pete, man, let someone else speak.
Yeah, I was going to say, right? Freaking rude prick.
Rude, come in, just start over talking everyone.
It's a bit fresh down here, Pete.
Pete can go here. I was going to put him in the driver's seat, but I kind of like Roger in the driver's seat.
I can't sing.
Our other friend Pete saying that requires cloves, so nah, I'll give it a miss. Well, it is a bit overrated.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm in the TV now.
Hey, you're on the TV. Hey,
I'm a star. Someone let me out. Hello.
It's like one of those old.
Are you stuck in there, G?
Gee, I don't know.
Telling you.
You would have got that email from Restream about the new features about putting in GIFs and other different things.
Oh, really? I did get an email off him. When was that? Was that last few days, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I did see it. I didn't read it.
I gave it a bit of a try, but it didn't. I couldn't seem to get it to work. Maybe I just wasn't doing it right, or maybe I was too quick for it, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, when they brought in new features last time and you told me about them, it took me, for some reason, a little bit of time to get them. I remember, I think I logged in and out of the account, seeing if it would, somehow download that.
Yeah, you have to be on the new version, the 2.0 version, so...
Yeah.
But anyway, I suppose it'll either, whether... It'll either work or it won't, sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
So Stinky Pete sure stunk up the place, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes.
Jesus.
There he goes.
He's gone.
Wafted on. Waft on.
Magic.
So anyway, how is everyone in the chat tonight? How's everyone's week been? Let us know. If you want to join us, I did share the link. I'll share it again. Choose me.
Feel free to if you'd like. No pressure.
Feel free to like.
No
feel free
pressure
to dislike. Don't feel free. Feel for free. Whatever.
Roger's giving a thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. There you go.
Yeah, we can join.
Could do a thumbs sideways.
Zoom Jim.
Yeah, like how everyone, for some reason, have you seen that one everyone does these
Oh,
days?
yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell's that?
Wasn't it?
Fuck knows.
It's like
the surfers used to do this all the time, wasn't it?
Yeah. The new one's like
right.
The new one's like thumbs up, pinkies up the bum.
Oh, right. I thought it was give me a call on the phone.
Up the bum.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hello.
Sound Pops likes it.
Hello, how are you? Mrs. Bouquet here. Mrs. Bouquet resident.
I prefer
Lady of the house speaking.
I prefer to live long and prosper.
Aye.
There you go. Well, hello there, Pete. How's the stink going?
Hey, Pete.
Namaste.
We can smell you from here. Namaste and stay in Nama.
Cones.
Hi, Pete.
Dog faces on the cones.
Dog face on the cones. That's not like him.
What kind of cones?
I like a free feel.
Oh, yeah.
Feel
maybe we'll like Mork used to do on Mork and Mindy. Mork calling Orson, Mork calling Orson, come in Orson. Now, for you young people, you may not remember that, but I do.
Translation from Mark. Remember Robin Williams from those shows when he wasn't Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yeah, that's it. Mork and Mindy.
Yeah.
Mork and Mindy.
Yeah, I saw that a lot, but I never got into it.
Well, I didn't get into it a lot, but
you still
I did
appreciate
watch
the humor for what it is and stuff.
It was pretty good for its day. I mean, it's Robin Williams, and
if you get anyone that's super creative and trying to do, something a bit different, it could be, I guess, a shamble and a pile of shit, but still you have to appreciate what they put into it.
Yeah. What you put in, what you get out, sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of pile of shit, where's this Stinky Pete at?
I've got antennas coming out of my head.
Look at him.
There you go. Yeah.
Well placed, G.
Yeah. There
Antennas, Framboni. Oh, God. I just can't get it right.
That's right.
Hey, everyone. This is Kodie, the Aussie Alistair Fambroni here.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah, there we go. You've seen my videos a couple times.
Oh, I must have seen them once or twice, maybe.
Yep.
I should do that on Funkin' Hungry one time, just do an intro as Kodie. Hey, everyone, this is Kodie, the Aussie Alistair Fambroni here. Just see if who notices. Well, I reckon Pete might have noticed.
Maybe he needs to update his computer.
Maybe he just got sick of Kodie having the antennas. But as Kodie is sponsored by Hypersapien TV, has it behind it?
Yeah. Not by Pepsi Max, though. Fucking hell.
Hey, got Johnny Walker on yourself today too, Kodie?
I had a few of those when I was over at my friend's place watching the footy, so not drinking tonight.
What about you there, Mr. Pirate? What beverage are you on?
Alcohol.
Wilson County.
Oh.
Bourbon and cola. Ooh.
Is that a nice little drop, is it?
It's all right. 6%.
Do you like bourbon?
Yeah, I don't mind bourbon. Don't mind. I drink most things,
Because Kentucky bourbon tends to have like that very wood, earthy flavour, right?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
That sort of.
It's
like you dropped your. It's like you dropped your drink in the dirt and then you just put it back in a cup and there you go.
Yeah, a little bit, but it depends what soil they grow the stuff, like the hops in and stuff as well.
Yeah.
A little bit of it in that.
Yeah, what ingredients are going into it as well, yeah. All right. So, do you need a cup of tea or anything, Mark?
Sorry, mate?
Do you need a cup of tea or anything like that?
Oh, I might go and grab something. Yep. Well, that was well brought up. Pity you weren't. Yeah, I might just go grab something.
He just got backhanded like a red-headed stepchild.
Isn't that what you say?
Yeah.
That was well brought up. Pity you weren't. And then you retort with, you should have been locked up or something. Yeah, you were dragged up or something.
Oh, there you go. I think Kodie just got place. Whoa!
Yeah.
Roger to handle this situation.
It's like Roger was sleeping, man.
No, I wasn't sleeping. I was on my phone or something.
Well, maybe.
Well, you say you were playing with something. Oh, wow.
Yeah, my phone.
Maybe at 1.5 hours, G, we put a little bit of interlude on, and step away and come back.
Yeah. Maybe we will. We'll see how that goes for us. And we'll see how much the views drop.
Well, the other thing is you could put on the 5-minute countdown timer, the sci-fi one. That's a pretty good one. That's a free one. That's a premium YouTube thing. Yeah, you could use that. I'm sure we wouldn't get a copyright strike for that. Because that's actually
royalty free.
Yeah, if you set a video to premiere, that's the other thing, Roger. You and Robbo 5 Life can do is set your videos, right, when you upload them, set them to air at a particular time, set them as a premiere, right? That's going to attract some more views for you. You can set that up in YouTube.
What you can do as well, you can, from premieres, you can link a premiere from your video to another video, which is pretty interesting as well.
Okay, I'd be interested to see how you do that.
Yeah. I know those guys normally do like their videos like an hour apart, but it would be interesting to do. You could premiere from like Robbo's video to Roger's video. So then, and what that does is it brings all the audience from the first video to the second video. You know, like it automatically loads the second video with the same audience. I know they do that on Twitch a bit. They do those raids. I don't know if you've looked, you guys are that familiar with that platform, but they do raids where I don't know the technical side of it much. I've only just been a part of the audience really. But again, on Twitch, if you finish in a stream, you can go onto someone else's stream and you can raid them. And when you raid them, it brings your audience from your stream to their stream, and then they can follow the content creator or whatever. I still can't get it to work. Guess I'll go F myself. As long as you go F yourself with as long as you go and F yourself with a lovely object, you know, my preference would be a cactus, or maybe some sort of Rubik's cube, or maybe some rubber ducky.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh no.
Had to go on because I saw your reaction to what I was saying, and then when I said rubber ducky, I just had to zoom in.
Careful, Kodie, careful. We don't want you. That link there shows you all the YouTube countdown timers that you can use as premieres. The first one is the most common one that people use, but there's a bunch of others you can use.
There's ones on here as well, right? But they only go for like a minute or whatever.
No.
You can set. Yeah.
I mean, when I used to be on other people's streams, this was before I was streaming myself, but some people used to have, I think in Streamlabs and stuff like that, you can have be right back, where they're like animated screens.
Yeah,
it's like be right back, and it will have just a bit of animation happening just to keep people a little bit occupied. We have the old lumberjack sharing here.
This is that list I was talking about, right?
Yeah.
That first one there, that's the most regular one you see on YouTube that people use. I think it's absolutely annoying. I just find the music annoying. Of course, I like this one. This is my favorite.
Yeah. That's nice.
You know, why is that? Oh, there we go. No, it goes crazy.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, bitch.
Anyway, that'll work. So I'm just
while Mark's showing this, I might quickly go get a cuppa, but I'll be back.
So it's got music. This is royalty free, so there shouldn't be any problem. You know, if we get a strike out of this, I'll be really surprised. It even says 10 minutes of YouTube sci-fi premiere countdown, but there's a whole bunch. My theory is that if you're going to air a video, you have, depending on what you're doing, of course, everyone's different. I will have a bit of, with my streams, I'll have a countdown timer, then I have an intro, and then I come on. So, and I do that because by the time people see the notification or click on it, then finally get to your stream, you're usually 5 minutes in or something like that, and you know it all, or some people come in later, but it's just totally up to you guys what you want to do. But this is a suggestion on how to do something. I'll minimise that down.
Yeah.
Do you worry about, or do you concentrate on what views you're getting, Kodie, on your videos, or are you just going for it?
No, I just gang for it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've seen a few of my videos this year, like, gone over 100 views, or my reviews seem to, like, do the best out of my other kinds of videos I put up. Yeah.
Roger, how many views are you and your brother getting when you on your reviews?
Robbo usually gets in, but usually between 150 to 300, and me, I usually get about at most 50 or 60 myself.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Because my channel got a lot less views than he's got.
Yeah, well, look, as I said before, just keep going at it. Maybe try maybe try a slightly different upload time, or just keep doing what you're doing and just build on your what's the names on your videos.
Let me.
Channel altogether I got 31,194 views. That's mine.
No, yeah.
That's altogether these. Right, I've got 430,259 views.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
So it's got nearly 400,000 views more than me.
Yeah, right.
No.
Just remember, everyone, I'm always listening.
Oh, damn. Can't talk crap about you then.
You didn't actually. You didn't actually. I'm like, that's why I had to come back.
We wouldn't talk crap. We wouldn't talk crap about you, G. You're a good bloke.
Just had to let you know I was listening because I didn't hear you talking crap about me.
Yeah, we wouldn't say anything bad about you.
Nah.
Can't help it.
Wouldn't say anything good.
If G's the world's strongest man.
Wouldn't say anything good about me either, would you? I'm having one more drink. Bloody Becky's still listening to us at the pub. I'm having one more drink, then I'll be home. So I hope you're still live. Too many people here to watch loud.
I think we'll still be live. You can watch us from the bar.
Yeah.
Get in and have one, Becky.
I think, to be honest, Becky's just embarrassed to, let people know that he knows us. It's like,
but
do you know those guys? Do you know those guys? Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know those plonkers.
I'm just flicking through, seeing what's on.
Yeah, this was a mistake.
What pub is he at? That's what I want to know.
It says something about the Globe Hotel at his place. Something called the Globe Hotel.
Globe Hotel. Yeah.
Roger's onto it.
Yeah.
What's
it? No.
Oh, he's always onto it.
Speaking about onto it. Whoa! Onto it.
Well, here we go.
Let's get onto it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Roger.
What are we onto?
I'm taking over the spaceship for a minute.
Righto.
No.
Go.
Nah.
All right, then you can be Mr.
No. You get back. No.
You have to do what Roger did and steer. You have to do the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
We're like what's the company called? But Express in Futurama.
Planet Express.
Planet Express. There you go. Yeah, we're like Planet Express. Someone is driving it. We've
actually watched all the episodes now. We're up to season 12, episode 1.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Well,
do you have any favorite characters or any favorite sort of episodes or moments that really?
Oh, there's been quite a few. There's a lot when you sit down and watch it. There's a lot going on. There's a lot in there, especially at the start, and they do crossovers to a lot of things. Not crossovers, but like they pay homage to a lot of things. In that, they do Star Trek, they do other stuff. It's really good, and they even poke fun at themselves sometimes, which is also really really good. I just like it because it's crazy, it's quirky. There was one season there or some episodes there that they seemed to sort of go in a totally different direction, and I didn't quite enjoy it, so I went back to I just kept watching it, but they've now sort of gone back to their sort of original format sort of thing.
I found, even though I don't really watch it often anyway these days, I found Simpsons did that after a while. They went from kind of what Futurama is. Bloody hell, it looks gay all the time. Oh yeah. Hang on, let me just go get my handbag and my little poodle. Hello, Dustin.
Yeah,
but
Dustin, Dustin's from Jubba Jub Productions. He's got a good YouTube channel. He does some good stuff. He does live gaming and that.
Oh, nice.
He just put a video up before about the problems he's having with his internet. So I've caught Dustin a few times doing live gaming. Yeah, man, good channel. Good guy. He pops up from here and there. If he one day when he gets his internet sorted out, he might even join us on a live stream here. But it's morning for him over there in the good old US of A, and it's evening for us. But yeah,
nice.
Sorry, Joe. You were saying about Futurama.
Oh, no worries at all. I was just saying, Simpsons, I found when I did watch it more, they went from being more like Futurama, where it's kind of a little bit, I don't know, like Simpsons, I feel like it went too much into a sitcom sort of territory, where it started trying to be a little bit more, instead of what it originally was in a cartoon and kind of following the story. He tried to have the main family kind of all together, where randomly Simpsons used to be. It kind of would follow a plot or a story, where it just seemed a bit more confined in itself these days. But yeah, there definitely was a bit of a. You notice when there's changes and stuff. I've been watching a little bit of Family Guy lately, and that's okay. I feel like it's not. Again, it's not as outrageous or as crazy as it used to be, or. I reckon South Park would be what I feel is still catches me off guard the most out of those sort of shows, and will push the boundaries the most. And it is probably the most violent and swear like bad language out of them all.
Yeah,
which you
need something like that. You need something like that once in a while. Pushes the boundaries. What to do and stuff, because that way the boundaries can be set when things pushes the boundaries a bit. Boundaries resets.
Yeah, it's like what we were saying about woke before and all the rest of it. It's funny, the point where obviously everything has a starting point, but normally at a starting point, not everyone is familiar when it actually, started or when it actually became what it is. But then woke is what it is. But now even people are starting to get to the point where everyone's kind of getting a little bit over it, just being pushed and shoved down our throats.
Yeah, they're starting to clap back. That's what they call it in Australia, clap back. When they're starting to, push, where they're more or less pushing back against, push back a bit and say enough is enough.
The only TV I really watch anymore is South Park. Yeah, it was like I was saying before, for anyone that wasn't around at the beginning of the stream, like Deadpool kind of touched on a lot of stuff that's going wrong at Disney or just in films and the way stuff is done in general. South Park did an episode as well where it had Cartman as Kathleen Kennedy, who's the CEO and she of the Star Wars at Disney at the moment, and it had in a different universe, but it was Cartman as her instead of the actual. It was like as the little kid Cartman, and she just kept it. When they asked her how to do the next film, she just said, "Put a woman in it, make her gay, and make her lame."
I thought he was saying make it a chicken and make it gay or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not gay enough.
Yeah. Put a chick in it, make her lame, and make her gay.
Yeah, right.
So, it was so ridiculous, but it was just so much craziness in the one episode. And then they've done an Ozempic one recently. Ozempic is a drug that is a diabetes drug, but it's basically a needle you put into your leg or whatever, I believe. But people are taking Ozempic even if they don't have diabetes because it helps to lose weight. But South Park done an episode about it, and it was just all this craziness happened. And instead of taking Ozempic, if you can't afford it, you can take Lizzo. And Lizzo, if you guys don't know who Lizzo is a singer. But what they're saying is instead of taking the drug, listen to Lizzo, and if you listen to Lizzo, she'll give you body positivity. So instead of you losing weight, you'll just be happy the way you look. Is what it was. So it's like, but they done it like it's an advert. Like, here, take Lizzo, just take Lizzo and listen to Lizzo. And they were saying you might get diarrhea from the ears as like a symptom. You might shit from the ear from too much Lizzo.
Yeah, part of the wokeness, part of what that guy I referred to before, Nerdrotic, talks about is that sort of thing. He talks about the same sort of things. There's a particular person that's, I think, employed by Disney, and she's part of Star Trek, and she's just sort of come out of nowhere. But apparently her name is Leslie Headland. You may know the name. And hates men, so you know what that makes her. But,
here we go.
She used to. You'll enjoy this, G, because she used to work for a particular person that made the headlines a while ago.
Well, P did he?
Hey,
P did he?
Part of that crew, yeah. Part of that crew, yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, so it's interesting.
It's nice, Mike. I can take my time and disappear in nature when life gets hectic. Would be, oh my god, the Lizzo special, yeah.
Yeah. Jabba Jabba sounds, Dustin sounds like he's got the perfect place. He's not too far away from the city and not too far out, so just perfect. As long as you got a railroad nearby, man, that'd be heaven for me. Love me railroads. Or we call them railways over here, but over there they call them railroads.
Might be a stupid question, but when you was mentioning it before, Star Trek, does that mean Star Trek is under Disney?
Pretty much so, because Alex Kurtzman is the showrunner. And he's part of, or I think it's...
What's the umbrella company that Star Trek is? Because, like, you have Lucasfilms.
But it's part of J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams, you know, how sort of... Dustin, I believe she's one of the reasons why it's gone woke.
Well, George Lucas didn't want, if we're talking about Star Wars and Kennedy again, he basically had his own version of those of the future of Star Wars, and they basically just took obviously some of it. But they already established the future of Luke, Leia, Han, and their kids and stuff in comics and novels. They call it I believe the extended universe or whatever. But then they have the Disney version now because they went with the Kylo Ren and
and even this,
yeah.
If you're talking about cheese-spiracies, if you look at the Stormtroopers, they've got more of a duckbill shape to them, as in Disney. Look into that.
I'm surprised they didn't put like Mickey Mouse ears on them, like have like ears on the Stormtroopers.
No, seriously, look into the Stormtroopers and what they used to be and what they are now. They're more of a duckbill sort of thing.
To me, what it's almost like is like there's a few people in this company, and it probably goes like this for most companies. There's a few that are trying to kind of keep it original, but also close to the source material and what people loved about it. And then there's just wokeness and people's own agendas and whatever at play that just want to do their own stuff. It's like with Star Wars, I've noticed that some stuff is like The Mandalorian, even though there's still episodes and there's still characters or whatever that might get pushed in these series, there's definitely some stuff that's good and some stuff that's just quite cringy. And it happened at Marvel as well. And as much as I love Marvel and tried to be the fanboy, like, I'm not going to talk shit about him. And then I see stuff like She-Hulk and like, what in the She-Hulk was that?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it got nicknamed the MCU and not the MCU. You know, so I will duck out and grab something, so I'll be back, but I'll still be listening.
No worries at all, Mark.
Yeah, good.
So, what do you guys have any cheese-spiracies for us? Do you like cheese there, Kodie? What's your favourite type of cheese?
I don't really mind any type of cheese, but I like my shredded cheese.
Like cheddar?
Yeah.
Bit of cheddar.
And mozzarella, yeah.
Oh, you got to go the mozzarella on a... I think Roger was trying to Kamehameha me. He was hard-duking me. Speaking of hard-duking there, Roger, what's your favourite cheese?
I don't know. It's just, to me, most cheese brands taste pretty similar to me.
They do taste pretty similar.
Yeah. I don't have a favourite cheese brand, to be truly honest.
Yeah,
I don't have one, really.
I'm a bit of a cheese snob sometimes. You know, sometimes I'll get the old Camembert out, the old bloody Brie out. You know, sit there with my crackers like an old man on the porch with a shotgun. Get off my porch. Let me eat my cheese and crackers.
I saw a shotgun.
I don't know how very stereotypical of any situation that was, but that's what I do, all right? You can like it or not like it.
So you get the old 303, you reckon?
Oh, sharp cheddar, hands down. Cheddar is my favourite. Could eat it by the block. Yeah, gotta love a bit of sharpness to your cheese. You gotta like a bit of cheese that fights back. You know, you don't mind a bit of soft cheddar. You know, like something that a newborn baby would be able to, you know, actually the palate would be able to take to it. This sounds like a fun time funk. That's it. But yeah, what was I saying? Sharp header. You gotta have a cheese that fights back. You know, when you bite into the cheese, you need the cheese to bite back. Like hey, give you a bit of, you know, give you a bit of lip. You want a cheese that talks back to you. Like, I'm not done with you yet, mate. You know what I'm saying, Kodie? You know what I'm saying? Oh, speaking of Nightbot. Oh, Nightbot's coming in on Mark's one.
Oh, what about us, you bastard?
Yeah, and where's the rest of us?
Stingy prick.
And welcome to the stream there, Yoda Girl. We were just speaking about Star Wars. So
yeah, how about Kodie? He's got more subscribers than me, G, and Mark combined.
Oh no. Jubba Jub is going all out with the sharp cheddar with my cheese Triscuits. Crackers.
Cheese Triscuits.
Starting to get a bit out of hand, this is. Next we'll be talking about condiments like pickles and piccalilli and Branston pickles and
pickles.
Hey Joanne, hope all is well. There you go.
We haven't seen Dylan yet. Wonder what he's up to.
Yeah.
He's probably listening to probably listening to 90s Madonna with his cheese and biscuits.
Bandana man. Cheese and crackers, grommet.
Cheese. I don't know how I used to wear that hat all the time when it was summer.
You can tell you that Carlton lost to Collingwood in AFL.
By her bandana man,
84 to 81.
The only time I spoil myself is with cheese and crackers. I just spoiled myself with cheese and crackers. I love me some Triscuits. I love me some pickles. Kodie, you love pickles, don't you, eh?
No, I hate them.
Hope all is well,
Keepy's pickles.
Who can? Yep, as
Dustin.
long as oh no, Dustin and his pickles. Oh no. Hey there, G and Kodie and Roger and Mark.
Hey, Joanne.
Yeah, Mark's currently looking out into space.
Yeah.
All right, so now we've got the cheese conspiracy section of the live stream podcast. What even is this that we do? What do we call this?
Fun,
Bunch of plonkers.
I'm currently making a cup of tea and melted cheese on toast.
How can he do this to us? How can he do that?
Because I had some toast this morning down at a local cafe called the Dusty Road.
Oh, nice. What you have on your toast, Roger?
That's what cafe's called, Dusty Road. Just near, just outside the CBD area of my small town.
What you have with your toast?
Coffee and some waffles as well.
How do you like your coffee, Roger? Do you a coffee connoisseur, or you just like any coffee, bit of sugar and milk, or you like cappuccino, or?
I just like a cappuccino with 1 sugar, large.
Mm-hmm. Nice. It's funny. I don't know. I've always liked. These days, I try and have sweetener, but I do like sugar with my coffee. I got rid of sugar out of my tea. I used to have sugar in my tea and stuff as a kid. I don't know, good probably 10 years or so ago now. I just went cold turkey, got rid of sugar, but I like sugar in my coffee. I like that little bit of sweetness. Listen. All right, everyone, listen.
Listen.
Any cheese is good cheese. Oh, Mark. Melted cheese on toast. Yummy.
Yummy. Now I'm hungry. Joanne, Yada Girl 13. I know who Dusty Rhodes is. That's a wrestler, Dusty Rhodes. His son, Cuddy Rhodes, is in wrestling as well. His son, Cuddy Rhodes, and got another son, Gold Dust.
Dead.
That's Cuddy Rhodes' older brother, Gold Dust. And Cuddy Rhodes is a wrestler as well. So Cuddy Rhodes and Gold Dust are second-generation wrestlers. And the father, Dusty Rhodes, was a wrestler too back in the 80s and early 90s. Yes, I'm a big fan of wrestling, I must admit. I'm a big fan of wrestling.
That's all right, Roger. You can talk about what you want. That's what you're here. That's what you're here for. I'm talking about whatever you want.
Jubba some productions here. It's about the American Dream. Dusty Rhodes is a wrestler back in the 80s and early 90s and stuff. And he's got 2 sons that's wrestling too. One's Cody Rhodes and another one's Gold Dust. You know, they're 2 different companies now.
I did used to like Goldust, kind of as weird and flamboyant as he was. I did like him when I was younger.
His only's real name Dustin now, and All Elite Wrestling (AEW), the new company's coming up, and Kodie's in WWE, gone back to WWE recently.
Dustin, was that their
That's
name?
Goldust.
No,
that's
Dustin
Goldust's
was
real name.
Dustin was Mark's friend's name though as well, right?
Yeah.
Also, Dustin also does Goldust's real name, Dustin Rhodes.
So, he's saying, "Me too, been a fan of wrestling my whole life."
I used to watch wrestling as a kid. It's just like sitting there watching wrestling. Partly what I got told when I was a little kid, like 2 or 3 years old, every time a good wrestler won, I used to leap up and down as 2, go, yay! Every time a bad guy wrestler won, they used to go, that's what I 2 at the time I got told.
I know these questions
I did that, but I did.
I know these questions can make or break a situation, really, but do you have a favorite wrestler, or
Not really? It does.
do you have like
as a whole?
Yeah. So you like the sport more than an individual?
Yeah, that's like seeing how they do, because they have to train to get there. You know, they have to train and get licensed to get before they even go into the ropes and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they have to have basic fitness training and all the rest of that.
They know how to bounce off the ropes, know how to perform certain moves and sell certain moves and stuff.
Yeah.
If they're gonna, might be pre-arranged, but they have to know how to what they call sell, which means pretending the move really hurt them and that, which doesn't. Yeah.
What's that called?
The first thing you do is sell, which means you pretend the moves hurt you, which it doesn't.
Yeah, so if you get hit, you like react to what's happening.
Yeah, but like I can punch you, like that might softly hit on the cheek, but you go, oh, you know, throw yourself on the ground and pretend to hurt you, and then
Yeah.
You know,
I really used to love bloody hardcore matches in wrestling. You know, like when they get weapons and stuff. That's when I start going, oh yeah, like get a bloody bit of wood and smack him over the head with it. Just Roddy Piper.
Oh yeah, I know him too. He's an all right wrestler back in the day, Roddy Piper.
No, he's back.
Injuries do
I'm back.
Yeah, injuries do happen in wrestling sometimes when they overdo moves and that, and they might get injured. Injuries do happen, like might get an injured arm in once in a while, or injured leg, or whatever. You know, and
how was the space calf? Oh, well, look at that!
Wow.
Look at this!
Holy shit!
That looks bloody excellent.
Look at my bloody toast there, my Mark. There's a good Aussie toast up on. Jesus.
Yeah, and that worked out perfectly. I was just outside taking Shed Dog for a wee walk.
Nice.
G'day, Yoda girl. Joanne, how are you? Thanks for being here.
Man. Now, all this talk about cheese is it as good as we all said it was. As everyone in the chat was going off about cheese, saying cheese. Did you hear Yoda girl said, where is it? Oh, listen, any cheese is good cheese. I reckon that's some of the wisest words known to man. Or woman.
How could you disagree?
Yeah. How could you be vegan? Oh, they got their own cheese, don't they?
Yeah, they got all their own shit.
It just tastes like shit.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the only difference. They got food as well. It just tastes really bad. Look at Mark showing off his cheese toast. Why are we toasting Mark? Yeah, this is our big toast to Mark. Cheers, Mark. Just this one is for you.
I mean, there's nothing in there, but
cheers. Doing well, thanks, Joanne.
What kills me the most, Joanne, about the internet deal, I mean, they're talking a big private stuff. Probably don't need to really broadcast that. But
Cut
anyway,
my internet service damn near in half. Hey?
I need to find a better provider and expect me to pay. Toast does sound good. Yeah.
Maybe Dustin, you might want to look at SpaceX. Might be the way to go. Starlink, sorry.
When I want to look at SpaceX, I just stare into Elon Musk's bathroom window.
Doing my channel at the moment, all this stuff.
Now, because America's waking up and virtually coming online, there's
it's about time they woke up.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people. Right? There's a bunch of people I follow that their stuff's all posting now from America.
Yeah.
Like there's a guy I watch, 2-Bit Da Vinci, another one, Alien Space. Yeah. But nice. Speaking of Cheesepiracies, the Cheesepiracy coming up today.
Yeah, we need to have like a Cheesepiracy of the week.
Yeah.
Like here's the Cheesepiracy for you. Do you think that AJ from the Y-Files is really Fry from Futurama?
Well, speaking of AJ from the Y-Files, their episode airing at 2 p.m. Pacific time is Illuminati Part 1. That might be a deep dive for you, G.
I don't like them that much, but I like to learn about the Illuminati. I don't know if I like the individuals too much. I haven't been to sleep yet.
Wow.
Joanne, you've been burning the midnight oil.
Wow.
Or burning some sort of oil that's kept her awake. Was that what they mean by midnight oil, Mark? Some sort of oil that keeps you going until the early hours of the morning.
Well, the midnight oil we're talking about is Peter Garrett going,
Cheese spirit. Yeah. Basically, Cheesepiracy is what I believe it was. I don't know if Dogface came up with it or him and myself, but one of us came up with the actual word. But it's our version of conspiracy, but conspiracy with a bit more cheese added to it. So maybe we could be a bit more cheesy than other people when we talk about conspiracies.
Here's a bit of ASMR.
Oh. You'll have all those people coming and frothing on the live stream soon. The numbers will be going up. So yeah, Cheesepiracy is when we get into the later time, the later parts of the stream when we start talking a bit of. So what are the latest Cheesepiracies though? I know I come across them all the bloody time, but there's one. King Charles fingers really baby carrots.
I don't know. If you're talking about what's happening in America at the moment, you've just got to look at Meghan Markle and former Prince Harry and what they're doing, what they're getting up to. Oh God, my wife watches that stuff and it's incredible.
Oh, that's Gouda. I like conspiracy or Cheesepiracy rather. Yeah, I just feel like what's happened recently that it just gets to the point that it just seems more and more like this is some sort of program or simulation or whatever. When I go out in public as well, there's so many people that just look like the avatar, but there's no one actually in control of the avatar. Like, you can imagine it's almost like, I guess, a video game and how you have lives, and then when you run out of lives, it's like if you incorporate that into reality, when you run out, and it, I guess if you break that down even deeper, it's not even like a life. It's when you run out of just motivation, just if you give up on life. I mean, I've done it before in life as well, where through depression or mental health issues, you get to the point where you kind of go on autopilot. And when you go on autopilot, you start, like, it's like tunnel vision. All this stuff is going on around you, but you don't notice none of it because you're just going to do whatever you need to do. So when I see, especially when you go to shopping centres, and I'm just the same as most people. If I just want to go to the shops to buy milk, I'm not really going to want to, like, stop and smell the flowers and kiss the bees or whatever they say. But I've just started to try to observe like situations more. And even if you go to shops, another thing that pisses me off these days is so many shops you have to help yourself. Like, do you guys like self-service where you serve yourself? But it's getting out of hand where I'm seeing people with doing actual big weekly shops. They've got because they're only little tiny places where you can do your shopping when it's self-service. They have like these trolleys and they're piling up all these piles of shopping because they have to do it themselves in such a small little space.
Yeah,
and it's just like you see it and you're like, this is ludicrous. This is ridiculous.
Think self-service is a good thing. Say up to half a dozen items.
Yeah.
Anything over that,
quicker.
Yeah. Anything over that, I think you need to go somewhere else.
They're getting to the point where the self-service section is like very big now, and there's only normally a couple with actually someone that will serve you on. And yeah, even sometimes I've noticed now as well the parts where the actual person who works there will serve you. Even those sections are really small now as well. Instead of like the old conveyor belt where your shopping goes down and they grab it all, it's kind of like you're just handing it to the person almost now, and they're bagging it up for you. It's getting to the point where there's like less and less interaction being had by everyone in society, and it's just like almost get you in, get you out as quick as you can now.
Yep.
I just feel like there is stopping us from actually like giving a shit about each other, like actually like, oh, hello, how are you? And it's just getting to the point where it's even more just separating us is, I guess, what I've been noticing.
Yeah, you're right. That's partly the corporate attitude, because the less people they employ, the less money they have to pay out.
Exactly, you're doing their job for them.
Yeah. But sometimes it also comes down to some of the people who are behind the counter. Sometimes you don't want to interact with those people, It has its good sides and its bad sides. The little shopping, the Woolworths around the corner from us, there's a heap of registers, and hardly of them, maybe one or two of those are open. And there's the self-service ones, there's about 6 there. And then there's another one where you go and buy the cigarettes if you're into that sort of thing. Oh, look at that. G'day, welcome back, Beach Girl. The Coles, that's a little bit further away from me, the self-service area has about 20 self-service checkouts. So
yeah. Do you know what I find funny as well? I mean, I know it's courtesy, so when I go on rants and stuff, I do understand, like basic courtesy. But yeah, what is amazing is when you rock up with some shopping and all of a sudden, you have to serve yourself, so you're doing the company's job. Even though, funny enough, all of the food is going up in price, so I don't know how on earth they're going to lose any profit. Less people working there, food prices up. You're doing their job for them, using their machines that you haven't been trained to use. And then as you're leaving, the nerve of people, they say, oh yeah, thank you, have a good day. And then some people say, oh yeah, thanks for your help or whatever. What the fuck did they do? They stood there and done nothing.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, cheers, have a good day. They're like, oh yeah, thank you, I hope to see you soon. And it's like, what? So you can stand there and look at me do my own shopping and.
Well, Dustin makes a good point.
Come again.
You know, he says, I truly believe that when smartphones came about, people as a whole kind of quit caring about each other in other ways. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But in
50-50.
If you look at it as a whole in general, we've sort of been going down this path for a long time. And right now, my wife, she just showed me something before. She's watching the thing on the that you brushed on before, G, about the Olympics at the moment and the male boxer that identifies as a female and how quickly the boxing match actually took because this male person went up against a female and there was just no contest. It really wasn't.
Yeah, and I haven't actually seen, as I said before, and it's a joke, but it's also kind of true. These days, you don't really need to actually watch the actual current event. You can just go and read the article or read the meme and you'll learn about it. But did she get hit a few times and it hurt her too much as you said to stop? Is that what happened?
No, the male boxer who identifies as female, what they report, there's a lot of people commenting on it. No, he like it didn't last. The match didn't last long at all. Like it didn't even last a minute. I think it was seconds that it lasted, and she was fairly badly injured, from what I understand.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, if you look at it up. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. Go on.
Yeah.
It's in that sort of situation. You would think, one of the governing sporting bodies would step in and say, "No, we just can't allow this sort of thing." It's crazy.
But that's what the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, doesn't care. All they care about is money. That's all they care about.
Yep.
But that even is what I was going on before about. It's just like this. You don't even need to go and watch. Excuse me. You don't need to go watch films anymore because you just watch reality and it's just more crazy as it is. Like really, films can't get much more crazy than what's been going on lately in the real world.
Well, have a look at that video I shared on from X earlier, where that woman went crazy in the airport. I don't know which airport that was, but most people were standing around. They started clearing away, but most people were standing around with their phones out recording it.
Oh, fuck's sake!
Yeah, that's next level crazy. That's what I said earlier. That's next level crazy.
I mean, even when TV used to be different, this proves how much people really give a shit about TV, because you could be watching the best TV show ever, but if some random domestic shit's happening to the neighbors, everyone's out on their lawn and watching them. Back in the day before smartphones, everyone would just be out the front just watching. There's crazy Bill up the streets just having a bit of a hissy fit again. The cops are over. Everyone's standing there like, this is better than TV.
It's bystander effect, as I call it. It's bystander, right? They see it, but they won't step in.
Yeah, exactly.
Bystander effect. You watch it, but you can't step in. They'll be,
well,
like watch it, observe, and they don't do nothing.
There's the other side of it too, Roger, where if you do step in, you could get hurt yourself, or further down the track, that person's going to come after you legally and said they injured you or done.
It becomes a problem. And I've done that before in life, like stepped in a situation and then really I hate ignoring situations, but sometimes you just don't want it to be a part of your situation. You don't want to make it a you problem.
Yeah, but if you didn't step in and you're thinking, what have then you that's lost because you're thinking then you'd be thinking down track, what if it did this way instead of this way,
Yeah.
What if it did this way, But what you did is did and you learn from it. That's the thing. If you didn't do that, then you'd be thinking about 5, 10 years down the track thinking, what happened if I did this way, Or what if I did this way, then you'd be thinking 1,000 different scenarios in your head if you didn't do what you did,
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's, I mean, yeah, life is interesting. It's just just as simple as if you go there, if you turn left or you turn right, you're gonna have a different experience. It's
it's all about if you don't go down. Like I think it's all predetermined when we were born, and we go down a certain way. What we did is we learned from it. I did this before 5, 10 years ago, but I learned from this. And now I'll apply it to now, sort of thing. It's all about learning. Humans we are a learning species. We learn what we did in the past.
That's really what determines the intelligence of a species, isn't it? It's like obviously humans are meant to be on top of the intellectual pyramid, but sometimes I look around and wonder if we are. But like apes as well, they're the types of they're problem solvers and stuff as well. Even certain birds are very intelligent. Like they'll see a problem and they'll understand that you can fix it through trial and error.
Yeah,
they won't give up.
Mostly, yeah. Hi, Trinator. I know what you mean. We all every species got to learn, all learning from each other. They learn from each other and learn from experience as well. That's what everybody does. All does. Even humans.
That's why I feel like what we do, because we all have different experiences to share with each other. That's what really the human experience is. Life is really.
Yeah. That's it. You hit the nail on the head there, G.
Yeah, g'day there, Cherinator. Yeah, man. Look, there is, despite what bad is going on out there, there is a lot of good humans out there trying to do good, and we need to help and support those where we can. But of course, that's easy for me to sit here and do that. I'm like most people. I get up and I go to work, and I'm in my own little zone when I'm at work, and I do what I can for people. And I sometimes avoid people because of maybe the way they look or the way they're acting or something like that. But yeah, sometimes I try and help people where I can, when I can.
The thing is as well, you have to be smart when helping people. It's like you brought up a good point. It's like helping people, and a lot of people do this. But helping people is like you can put yourself in harm's way. Obviously, if I don't know a scenario, if the woman is pregnant or if the person's violent, a male, the person trying to help is a female. I don't want to stereotype, but obviously a lot of times a woman could be more vulnerable in a situation like that with a male who might be high intoxicated, but also not in control of themselves. You just have to be. You have to be smart when you do stuff, and that's why, like certain female friends or whatever over time, and they see a situation and I want to go help him. So that's great, and that they want to do that, but then sometimes they might put themselves in danger. So you have to be smart sometimes helping people. It's just. You can't help everyone, and unfortunately, I'm sure we've all learned that. I'm sure sometimes we learn it the hard way. You injure yourself, or you bring your own problems to yourself from it.
Yeah, absolutely right, Gene. You hit the nail on the head. I think
that's right.
in some ways, if you want to help people, you need to give it to them in little doses, and they got to learn themselves. They got to make their own mistakes. We've all made our own mistakes, and some learn quicker than others, and others don't learn at all, unfortunately.
I love it when we. I love it. I love how these lives work out. Here we are having a hell serious conversation. I just look down and see what styles he says. Home for a bath, hey Becky.
He says stuff random styles. He does. He says depends what the conversation is, and he'll interpret it a different way. What we interpret, because Styles got Asperger's or something like that, which is a form of autism.
But not to discredit what anyone else is going through, especially when it comes to mental health. And I've said it before, and one of the reasons I did end up changing my name just to a letter is because of labels. And this was before they, them, hundreds of genders and all this stuff. This was long before all of that. Yeah. But I just found that everything needs a label, and as I said, not to discredit any person that may, have autism, whatever it may be, but I feel like in society we're always, which is a good thing in a way, you don't get help and support if you don't know actually what you're dealing with. But also, that being said, everyone, it's like when around my sometimes niece and nephews and stuff, like the parents or the teachers will tell them, I think they may have this or they may have that. It's like, just let people be different as well, though, for crying out loud. It's like, let people actually be an individual. It's like we always need to be put into the same mold to be exactly the same carbon copy as the next person.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember Styles said something about he's got Asperger's once before.
Yeah, so if just using that as an example, then someone is going to see Stylesy and they're going to already have like a pre-formed opinion or whatever of him because of labels and stuff like that. But then, like, they wouldn't know that Stylesy is actually, besides obviously saying jokes and stuff that he does here, he's actually a very nice person. He's very caring and, has been very helpful to all of us here and also to us on live streams, helping us in the background run stuff. He's a very good mod and all that stuff. It's like Kodie, before he became on the live panel, Kodie was always in the audience. Most of the time it was me and Roger having a couple of drinks till like 2 in the morning, and we're like, oh, is anyone out there? And Kodie's like, yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Couldn't rely on Kodie in the last second. He would say goodnight to us, and we were like, oh, Kodie's here.
Yeah, because when I talked to Paul, I got female cousins got Asperger's as well. That's why I know how to talk to Paul, because she acts a similar way to Paul does. So I have to approach Paul very cautiously at first till Paul gets comfortable with how to talk to him, and then I can really banter with him in that. And once he gets comfortable with me, they can banter with Paul now, because Paul's a very good person in that. So I got a mindset how to approach him, because I got a female cousin that got the same condition as Paul. So how to approach Paul, I already know how to approach him in that, because I don't want to speak Paul or make Paul uncomfortable. So what I did first is build Paul's confidence around me. That's all, and then I can
one thing I did notice with the vloggers live streams, that yourself and Paul used to get along really well. And funny enough, when I started doing live streams myself and stuff, and that's why I didn't know Paul as much then, but I obviously knew Roger. I knew Roger before live streams, before I joined in on Robbo, the vlogger.
The vloggers one, yeah.
But I just saw that Roger and Paul did a really good job of like running the live stream, the mod side of stuff, and I just knew if those guys agreed to it, of course, that I'd love to have them help me out if they had the time and stuff, because you just see, and what I liked about even what we all have here is we try to make people feel welcome if someone's new. I liked that. I like how because I feel like it's not just me, and it's not even just us up here that are talking that have run the live stream. It's like a lot of people help these live streams be what they are now, and having the people, because otherwise I'll have to keep an eye on what's going on in the chat a lot more if I didn't have good mods and stuff. You know, you have to make sure that no one's being picked on, bullied on, that if someone is new, say hello to them, make them feel welcome. You don't even have to do half of that stuff, or not even all of it really, because people just make each other feel welcome. Everyone knows how to have a laugh and can be complete idiots, but also be serious when we need to.
Yeah.
Or like what happened before, and me and Mark talking about serious stuff, and then Stylesy says, "Oh yeah, home for a bath, eh, Becky?" And and all of a sudden throw off the whole conversation. But that's how it is.
I tend to be more of a people's person because I do teach martial arts and then like me and my brother Robbo, teach martial arts.
You should have told us.
I tend to be more of a people's person. I know how to interact with people also, and I tend to be more of a people's person. And I tend to help people if they want to be helped, you know. And I might keep it short for YouTube, but I do like to interact with people and stuff, you know. And I don't mind helping people if they interact with people. Like, for example, if Kodie does what you do, G, I'll be helping Kodie if he wanted help. Helping Mark if he wants help on these Tuesdays. But obviously, when Mark comes on, I'll be up to DJ training Mark, doing martial arts and stuff. That's why I come a bit late, and I might miss Mark's stream, or Mark might be towards the end of his stream when I come home. You know.
No, you do what you need to do.
You do how you do when you do.
Who do you?
When you do that thing you do.
That's it.
Thought I better change my name back to G, just in case any people that aren't familiar are like, who the hell is what and where?
Don't you know the rules? You're not allowed to change anyone's name.
Oh damn! I broke the rule. The rule is I'm not allowed to change it. You're not allowed to change your name once you've got a name. Anyway, sorry, Terminator. How are you there?
Not bad, guys. Not bad. I'm keeping my camera off because I'm a state in a minute, so yeah. So I just came into the kind of tail end what you were saying about like how with mental health stuff and all that.
Yeah,
and as I says in the chat, as a thing, you never know what's with your mental health. You can get good days, bad days, amazing days, right, nasty days, but in the way, you never know what's around that corner, and that's what it can hit you instant.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yes, it affects people in different ways. Yeah. I do agree with you there.
With me, right, I've got PTSD, right, post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah.
And that's due to what happened to me.
Okay.
When I got attacked. So with that, I get nightmares, flashbacks. I still see the person's face that attacked me. And I can still describe exactly where all the stuff is in his face is. And I literally, in like times that I can't sleep because of it. And I'm up all night. And that's my mental health side of it. But I've learned over the years, like nearly 20 years now, as September, I've literally learned how to deal with it, how to handle it. How to
20 years.
20
years in September.
20 years as September coming.
Yeah. So it's a long time to deal with something.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a very long time, man. And then I've also had to deal with like my brother passing, my mum passing, my dad passing. My dad one's still a wee bit hard to deal with, but I'm doing my way.
Point face is Stylesy. And that's actually surprising what Cherno is saying, that's all.
So
I'm
just trying to deal with my way, mate.
I'm listening to what you're saying, and that's all. That's replying what Stylesy saying. I'm not pulling faces. I'm listening.
No.
The thing, just to quickly say as well, sometimes the chat is out of sync from what we're doing as well, Roger. So,
okay,
you know, like, so he might have been saying that before, before Stephen was sharing his stuff, and anyway, go on, Cherinator, carry on. Sorry,
I'm still dealing with my mental side there, and that's why I've done the. Instead, how my name says Generator, right? But I've also got the other one. I did the chat one, which if anybody wants to come on, just get into him.
You know that I need to hook up.
Yeah, I sent you. I said to you to message me on Messenger.
Yeah, so remember we was going to, but we'll sort it out. But yeah,
because I've had 2 shows that I've not had anybody on, so I'm trying. I had to take a wee break. Plus, my health is at the minute. I've just learned to put on the side.
I mean, myself and Cherinator have spoken a little bit off streams and stuff, and yeah. So you can happily share if you want any of your health problems or whatever, if you want here, or if you just want to speak in general.
Just when I'm doing with my right leg so swollen like bloody balloon, and it's all wrapped up. See, like a compression bandage, you know, yeah. It's wrapped in my name, just in the. So right now the swelling's went down, and hopefully it will stay down. Because I've got this Tuesday, I've got to go for one of them ultrasound Doppler things to check your flow of your blood, and then I don't know for the next appointment. So
how is your health at the moment? Is it improved since last we spoke, like from a week or 2 ago?
No, it's still mate, it's still the same with my IBS and all that stuff. I've never changed.
That's not good.
So it's not. I'll never disappear. But it takes a toll on the body. It takes a toll on your mind.
Yeah,
because we are.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, because with IBS, it drains the life out you. It does drain the life out you, and when you get that way, you're like, oh, really, why? And that's when my mental health side kicks in too. Because I'm like, why the hell am I got to deal with all this crap in life?
Yeah, super shit and stuff. Yeah. But what could be a good idea is it would be hard. It would be make you feel vulnerable, but maybe do some content videos or even live streams when you are feeling like that. Just so because
but I think
yeah.
But lately, it's weird. But lately, I'm struggling to come up with ideas. No, I'm literally starting to struggle to come up with ideas. And because I've got memory issues too, it's harder for me.
Yeah.
What you could even do is do like daily updates of how you're feeling mentally, physically, and stuff like that. You can do them either through shorts, which is obviously 60 seconds or less, like short videos, or you can just do like a couple of minute video, stuff like that. And because when it comes to mental, physical disabilities or health issues, most of the time we're not seeing it from when. Like, we don't really want to present ourselves when we're at the worst.
Exactly.
And even me with my anxiety or depression type issues I have, it's like if I'm really bad, I kind of avoid appointments or whatever it may be, or going and seeing people. If I'm really bad, and it's because I don't really want other people to be around me like that, or just to. When you're at your worst, you don't really want to show other people at your worst, but
Well, the other, because you got all your other feelings coming out and going, taking away your confidence, whatever confidence you had, because you don't want to be a burden to people, you don't want to bother people, and you don't want to embarrass yourself too.
It's like when your emotions are like all over the place and stuff like this, you don't really want to show people like that, because if your emotions or you're out of whack, you might be more likely to be angry or standoffish, or someone might say something, you might sort of bark back at them or whatever. But really, that's what we're all like, though. We're all the same creature, really, as much as we tried to pretend we're not. So why wouldn't you understand someone being exactly what you are? Like
exactly. It's like my big sister.
It's like looking in the mirror and like expecting a different result. It's like we're all human, so as much as we try to be different, we all are exactly the same. It's just we all have different ways of dealing with what we are.
Exactly, because my sister, when if I'm known best, if I'm like my best or annoyed the life with me, and it's done a number on me, she can go at me. You're gonna have to eat, gonna have something to eat, gonna have something to eat, and I'm like, no. And next thing I could be seeing it just plain normal, no. The next thing I'm like, tell you no, gonna stop, and I literally boil. So and that's because she's literally pitting away at me. And I know that my heat's no weight. And I've literally...
I know what you mean. It's still plugging away at you, doesn't it?
Aye. I've literally had times
that lost it.
I've literally had times and thoughts. I'm like myself, seriously. Life.
Oh, sorry.
Gee, if I could kick your backside, I would kick your backside.
I was just like, for a while
there, G, don't be rude.
Every time you and Roger went to speak, it was like exact same time.
I know. No, it's not. It's remember when I try to get my words out, it takes me a wee bit of time because my heat.
Yeah.
So it's hard. It's harder for me to get words out proper. But and that's the other thing, because I've had the health issues where like your 2 strokes and that to deal with. Yeah. That's on that side. That's a big mental health. That literally knocks your confidence away. So that's because you've got to stop, think, and
the person I am now and the person I was 10 years ago are pretty much totally different. I'm the same person, the same, person deep down, but just the way I react to myself, situations, or the world, or the environment around me is very different.
Well, 20 years ago, I was a different person.
Yeah.
As well. I was a confident person. So I used to love doing stuff. But now I don't. I look at the world as, how can I put it? I look at the world as it's an obstacle now.
Yeah.
And I used to be able to go out at nights, but now I can't. I don't. There's a trust. I've got trust. And see, like guys, I don't trust guys behind my back.
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah, that's a big trust.
I've heard of people in different but similar situations where, people getting a certain out of your peripheral eyesight or whatever. I don't think many people really find it that comfortable when you don't quite know who's there, but you feel like someone's there. But then obviously having experiences like yourself and whatnot, it's understandable.
Right, and it's just, and plus, as the way this world is at the minute, it's a joke. So as you probably see, G, as you all probably see on the news, doing in Southport and all that stuff, what happened?
Was this recently? Or...
really recently.
I don't know. To be honest, these days I don't keep up to date with that much. Besides, like myself and these guys, and like the most basic news.
There's going to be protest. There's been protests in Southport. There's been protests in Sunderland, and things getting burnt down and all that stuff. And there's going to be one in Glasgow soon. And do you know what that was because of?
What's that?
Down in Southport, there was one young guy went down and see what happened to me?
Yeah.
That's what happened to about so many young kids down in
like in a random attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
The world is going to pots over this at a minute. It's a joke. That's how the world is back. And it doesn't give you confidence. It doesn't give you confidence to go out in that world. Is this going to happen here? Blah, 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 and all that stuff. But end of the day, as I says, the world's a big scary place. You never know what's around that one corner. You can walk out that corner a day and win a lottery. You can walk out to tomorrow and get hit by a bus. You see what?
Yeah. I understand what you're saying, but also the audience, everyone listening, even you yourself, it's like, that's a very good point, but also, so therefore, take that information and go with being, having anxiety and negative sort of reaction to any situation like that, or try to do it in the opposite of, if you may not be alive tomorrow, enjoy and live in the moment right now. Like, if you're eating, I don't know, if you're eating, I don't know, a sandwich, like make sure you bloody enjoy that sandwich, because you might choke in about 2 minutes on the next second slice.
Exactly, because that's the thing what you were saying about Fleming. Give us a second. See what I'm talking about? This is when my head goes. For me.
You're a good man. Take your time.
When you were saying about, because you never know, you could take a bite of a sandwich and you enjoy it in the border, and then next thing something could happen.
Yeah.
But as I said, when Mark said, when I say that, I know what it's like. It's weird. I've been there, done it, wore a t-shirt 5 times, as I say. Right, as you know, I got attacked. I died 5 times. So people say after the first time you die, you shouldn't be here. Second time, you're lucky. But come on, 5 times.
So first time you'd be miracle. What I was saying.
Aye. Yeah.
Well, even once, I guess, is a miracle. So
yeah, we go and pray slightly.
It shows you deep down, even if emotionally, mentally, and like you're feeling drained, it feels like it shows you that there is something that inside you fight and is very strong, and the determination to live, and like even what I'm saying, like you might feel like shit sometimes, but deep down behind all of that and those human feelings that we all get, like, oh, fuck life, what's the point?
Aye.
You are strong enough that you've fought this far to get to where you are. There must be some sort of determination or a want or need to not give in to that, those dark demons that we all have.
Yeah, I've had the dark. I'll tell you something. I've had the dark demons. Because remember, I sit in an electric wheelchair 24/7 nearly every day. And there's been days I've had the right darkest demons hitting me, right baddest thoughts. And as you know, I live next to water. Right?
Yeah.
Everywhere I look, there's water around me. I've had days where I thought, do you know what? I'm just gonna go off the edge into the water. Nobody would care. But that's when I've been at my right low point. When I'm had enough of things. But it's when I had my good days and my right brilliant days. I love it. I love it.
That's it.
It's a seesaw.
It's just so crazy how there can be no triggers as well when it comes to a lot of mental health stuff. So a lot of mental health stuff, there could be triggers, like you were saying with your PTSD, and you were saying about certain situations and people in certain spaces around you can make you feel that way. But sometimes when it comes to depression and stuff like that, is there could be no triggers. Like you were saying about confidence, and it reminded me of anxiety issues. I've had anxiety issues since a kid. Had anxiety or panic attacks when I was young as a kid. Now I understand what it all is and how it works. Looking back, I know when I've had them when I was younger, because I had really bad asthma when I was younger. So my mum used to feel like I was having asthma attacks. But if the asthma is fine and the breathing is fine, now I know what a panic or anxiety attack is. I know that's what it was. But also, I've been very confident in situations where other people would feel anxiety and anxious about, I won't. But then simple stuff that anyone can do that people wouldn't feel anxious about doing, I could feel anxiety about.
Nice.
Stuff that some people might feel is very small, like even going out to get letters from the mail or putting the bin out the front, or even going to the shops to get milk or whatever. But then something that someone else may like, standing up in front of a crowd and speaking in front of a big crowd, I wouldn't feel anxiety doing really, or more, very small anxiety. And then other people who could do something that I would find really impossible or hard. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very, what people find very anxious, or a situation that's really hard for them to deal with. One person, like some people get freaked out or really stuff if they see a fly or a bee, or that's a little bit more into phobias. You see people freak out about like a little, oh man, there's a butterfly. But then you look at them like, you look at them like, who gives a fuck? But then they would, in their reality, in their world, that's like King Kong, Godzilla coming up.
Yeah, but what that is, it's with that, it's people, they have phobias because they might be scared. They might have something happened in their life when they were young. Like with me, I am poop scared, right? I was going to say the S word, but
go for it. Shit.
No. Aye. Right?
Shizen.
Aye, that's a good one. I'm shizen scared of wasps. Wasps, spiders, rats, snakes, you name it, right? The reason I'm scared of wasps is because I got stung in the throat with one when I was young.
Oh, I did as well. I've done that before, and then once they're in as well, they don't come out.
Yeah, I was
like
about 4 or 5.
Wow. Crazy.
God damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Depending.
Every time I hear a bzzz, I'm like, oh no.
Like B.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Depending on who you look at, what videos you watch and things like that. Some people say that we're put on this earth to experience life, and we actually agree to this before we come here, that our presence on earth. So we've already agreed to this in like a contract before we come here, as in, and these are things that we're supposed to deal with and learn before we go into the next life. Roger's gone.
I was going to shout, "Oh, Roger, your door's opened."
Beach Girl Cherinator is Scottish.
If they didn't get that, they wouldn't know.
It's because she's from Hong Kong, so
Right.
I guess. But her English and stuff is pretty awesome, But then, but then I guess English is pretty dominant on this planet.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, Mark, as you were saying, it's about how we're here to experience life.
Yeah, it's one of the guys. He's a UFO researcher, and he talks about it this often. He's written a lot of books, and he's gone down a lot of rabbit holes, and that's one of the things he's come across, that we're put on this earth to experience certain things, and we agree to these things before we actually come here on earth. Whether you believe in that or not is up to you, but that's just what he's discovered in his research.
Yeah, because the thing is,
good old Jubba Jub Productions. We're all TV stars now. We're on the TV.
Hell yeah!
Everyone smile and wave. You're on the big screen now.
Hey, Dustin. Dustin's doing his housework. He's doing what he's got to do.
Someone needs to sing him a song or tell him a story.
a song just popped into my head there from.
Quick, someone get the thunder and the lightning going.
Not us.
It was a dark, grim night walking down the woods.
I'm thinking more along the lines that Dustin's going to dress up like Freddie Mercury and I Want to Break Free.
You know something, Mark, that's just something came in my head.
He's got the Hoover going, and
I want to break free.
Or Buffalo Bill.
Break free.
Mark, you know something? Stephen uses about cleaning the house, and then he says, as soon as he said that song came out of my head, right? And then you said Freddie Mercury dressing up. I was like,
"That's you got to laugh. You got to laugh.
Aye.
Don't take it too serious, Dustin. We all have a laugh at each other, mate. It's all fun.
If you don't laugh, you cry. If you cry, you don't. It's that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no emotion between.
Yeah. Laugh now, cry later. Or in our case, on some live streams, we've laughed, cried, cringed, and then laughed again, and then ended the live stream.
You're right. We have done all of that.
On some live streams, we've had a few. Some live streams, we've had a few people have a bit of a cry. So it's all good here.
I seen you on the live stream, man. There was a guy. He still talks to me, and our friend G, if you know who I'm talking about by that, not UG. No, not UG, they're a G.
Oh, it's never me.
Oh, what?
No, you.
G.
You know about it, right? You know who I'm talking about, right?
Lee G. Our liege.
Yes, right? Now,
Liege.
this guy kept on saying, it was in one of my chats going on about shorts, right? How it helps your subscribers and all that stuff. And it kept on going on and on and on and on and on and on and on, right? And it wouldn't take no.
Beach Girl says I don't understand the words a little bit.
Yeah, because I talk fast, that's why. So,
and believe it or not, you are talking English. You're not
exactly.
Talking, yeah,
I'm
talking a foreign
language.
I understand you.
Yeah, and, as much as you might like it, Charinator, you are speaking English, not Scottish, remember?
Yeah, I've got a Scottish dialect, but I'm speaking English.
Yeah.
English.
What? Hang on a minute.
You know, I don't want to
Terminator,
speak English.
you're a Dalek, are you?
Mark, if I can reach through that screen.
I don't even watch Doctor Who, and I understood that reference.
Family. Yeah, so as I'm saying,
spag and meatball frozen meal for tea better be good.
Oh,
it's not.
If you heat it up, it's going to be all right. Don't eat it frozen. God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, right? Like, what the hell?
Heat it up.
Yeah.
God damn, man.
That's just to keep it. That's just to keep it nice and fresh, Becky. You don't eat it like that.
Yeah, so we kept on going, and I'm knocking. I went right. I said,
I don't know. I broke a tooth trying to eat it once.
It was a guy. I will just say Irish, right? And I kept on going on, and next time I was like, "Man, Irish, you've been effing told. Enough is enough. Don't come on here and start telling people what to do." And I literally, that's how quick my temper snapped.
Are you talking about Lee G?
No, I was the guy Irish was saying to Lee G about shorts and that, how he gets his subscribers up. And Lee wasn't interested, and they kept on going on and on and on at him, and I just lost it. I lost it on a live stream. And see, because I literally took it down after doing it.
Oh, that's all right, Charinator. I lose it on every live stream. I don't reckon there's been one where I haven't lost the plot. So,
and we all lost it.
Mate, I've lost the plot about 900 times.
I even wrote down a note, and I still lost the plot. So.
What plot?
Exactly.
Did you make a list?
It is a bit of a list, actually.
Did you check it twice?
There we go.
But I ate the chip.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Come on.
Come on, Kodie. We're never going to let it go. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. You've got
just like the French Raidens.
That's it. You got 2.5 minutes left, G. What are you going to talk about?
Oh, wow.
We've been going almost 3 hours.
I'll just talk about myself. Talk about what I know
boring.
best. No. We'll talk about you, Kodie.
Ah, crap.
Mr. Pepsi Max.
Why have you got antlers?
Yeah, I got French. Yeah.
Well, did someone shoot you with bow and arrow?
Nah.
Robin Hood been around?
Nope.
Hey, just changing the subject completely. On my YouTube feed lately has come up a guy who does gaming. I don't know why it came up. It's just random. Guy here in Australia calls himself Evolved Gaming, and he plays this game called Star Citizen. He's on Twitch, and he's got a Discord channel. And I had a bit of a chat to him the other night when he was live streaming, and I start talking to these people to find out what software they're using, how they're streaming, what they're doing, and that sort of thing. And so I'm curious to learn more. So hopefully, I did send him a friend's request on Discord, but I don't know whether it's me or what. But when I press on the link for Discord, it takes me to a web page, but it won't. And if I join up, it doesn't show up in the app on my phone or something like that. It seems to me Discord seems a bit clunky. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, or is it just me? Or
normally when you click add them, they go down into the list. It's kind of like a column, of all the stuff you've added, if you know what I mean. So it normally should add to that list is where if you join someone's Discord, should have the list of them.
Someone's got mine now.
Before my brain was just randomly singing to me. without me realising. Like someone else tapping into my brain.
That's what I'm saying. Do you know what the worst thing about art is, man? My dad used to listen to his records all the time, and I could literally just start singing a song instantly. It's all good because it's stuck in my head. I'm like, Dad, I'm going to kill you. Even though he's not here, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I just haven't used Discord enough. But even when I'm trying to find something, I find it difficult to sort of find. I don't know.
I reckon I might be out of a job at Funkin' Hungry soon with Becky's bloody review here. Definitely heated it up so far. Not bad, but could be better.
I'm going to drop Mark. I'm going to drop a Discord invite, right?
Yeah, mate.
If you want to join, you can join it, right? It's my Discord.
Yep.
Right. This is one of. Hold on, I'll tell you how many it is. It's one, 2, 3. I've got 3 different Discords, right? Then I've got do any use the GTA 5 roleplay on 5N? Kodie, do you?
What's that?
Do you do Grand Theft Auto 5 roleplay?
Nah,
only with ladies in the bedroom.
No, right. Right. See how GTA 5.
I Grand Theft Auto 5.
Right, see the Grand Theft Auto 5. Right, aye, see the Grand Theft Auto 5. How you play it normal? Like you're the baddie. You kind of go a cop. Well, role play 5N. You can be a cop, fire, EMS, a mechanic, and that's what role play is. You that person.
So whether you choose, you play as a person.
You choose to be that character.
Well, at least I'd make a change. Me playing a person.
Yeah, but there's many players you can play as in GTA 5.
So are you watching right now? Or?
Hold on, Matt. Hold on. What, Jess? What? Tell me if you've seen this, right?
I thought you were hyperventilating there, Stephen.
So like a bouncing between worlds here.
Right, Mark G, right, look, see when you says Jimbo put it in the chat and that says okay. Right?
Yeah.
Now look at when I put the Discord thing, look when it come up as.
It says hello.
Just look at Discord, mate.
No, look at my channel name.
Charinator what? Chat.
Charinator chat.
Aye. No, Charinator chat. I didn't change it.
Yes.
What?
I understand what you're saying.
Huh? Am I missing something?
What's going on?
I didn't change the name.
Mike doesn't have a Scooby-Doo right about now.
Right, hold on, man. I'm gonna go and check something here. Hold on.
Oh man,
that is so confusing.
It's way better than me.
I didn't know I was going to lose it at the end of this.
You're confused.
Do you know why?
All right.
Somehow it's like the assignment in my Charinator chat. Weird. Right.
I might need to get going soon before my ribs start hurting from all this life.
Hey, hold on.
Oh.
Hello.
Right, Jay.
Hold on, give us a second.
Hello.
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 Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Oh, yeah,
Hello.
Hello, chap. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Shush.
Oh,
cheerio.
What has happened? It's just
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
all right. Well, this just. I thought the stream was. I thought I had control of the stream up until then.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Hello.
But before I lose it anymore, I'll say my pieces and then I'll hand it over to these hooligans because I just can't keep up with them. These rebels.
I thought your British a lot tougher than that.
Oh yeah, no, fuck it. I'm just joking around, Roger. We'll stay here.
So is I.
We'll stay here forever.
I'm working around too.
They'll come back in a week and I'll be sitting here just a corpse, just chatting away. Oh, that's what I was doing tonight anyway. Anyway,
First 12 hours being recorded by YouTube.
Speaking of corpses,
it was something like a faded away skeleton pointing.
Speaking of what?
So there we go, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats, shed dogs and shed dog lovers. That was Hypersapien TV, episode 4 for the Hypersapien Show. This was hosted by myself, G. We also had Kodie, the Aussie Brainy. We had Roger the Pirate, aka Roger the Prawn Star. We had the Lumberjack, of course. He's leaping from tree to tree, all nimbly, bimbly like. Also, we did have Pete come in. I don't think Pete ever actually said a word, did he?
Yeah, didn't say
his mic wasn't working.
But yeah, good old stinky Pete. For some reason, he smelled so bad, even he couldn't bring himself to talk to us. So there you go.
And also,
also, we have Cherinator, also known as the Cherinator Chat. Here he is here.
Yeah, also Cherinator.
Appreciate everyone watching, all of our regulars and members and people that love us from behind or love us from front or sides. If you love us or hate us, we appreciate you. So we'll love you. And I'm having a great time, y'all. Awesome.
Thank you, Dustin.
Dustin from Jabba Jabba Productions.
Shout out to Dustin. Appreciate you joining us tonight.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mark.
No, you're right, mate. You're right. Sorry, I was talking over you. Well, it's morning for him and midday for Cherinator there. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here and joining us on this wild and crazy journey that we go on every so often.
And just before I do properly hand it over, I always appreciate the co-hosts and everyone that, as I said, the channel wouldn't be here without everyone here, the mods, the people in the chat, everyone. We wouldn't be doing this if there weren't no point doing it, would there? Wouldn't be a point. And there is a point. What's the point? I forgot the point.
Yeah.
If you want to check out everyone's channels here, because everyone has their own channels, content, all that good stuff, if you go into Hypersapien TV homepage, scroll down, and I've got everyone's channels linked. That's a good way to check out everyone. But if you see us in the future, if you like what we do, you'll obviously watch us again, and you can speak to me or these lovely people if you want to learn more about them and what they do. But I appreciate you, and then we'll hand it over to these other hooligans to just run up. Now they can run them up. Now they can go frolic in fields, and they can roll around in grass and smell the Cherinator.
And it's the same in the United Kingdom. I know a football hooligan.
Oh, shout out to Nightbot.
UK.
Yeah, sorry, shout out to Nightbot. That's one that we forgot. Yeah.
That's the one thing I've not got in mind. Well, I have got Nightbot, but it's useless.
Yeah.
Said it before when it comes to Nightbot. It's one of those, when I used to watch other people stream, it just seemed like it was so much harder to do than it actually is. Obviously, it takes a bit of learning, But one reason I didn't stream like for ages is because it just seemed complicated. And even Nightbot, it seemed like some complicated matrix. I needed to be Neo's best mate to run it, and no, it's a piece of piss. Kodie are not smiling anymore. Yeah, he's starting. Him and Alistair are ready for bed. I think they're getting ready for bed, and I think Roger's getting ready to party.
Yeah.
We like to party.
Well, we'll let Kodie say.
We like to party.
We like to party, Kodie.
Nah.
Kodie, that's your question, mate.
There you go, beach girl. I made Kodie smile for you. He's got a lovely smile, he does. So what was you saying, Mark? Over to Kodie to tie us off for the evening.
Yeah, I think it's Kodie's turn.
I think it's Kodie's turn to put this bow into action.
I'm not Kodie.
Sorry. Oh, sorry, you guys.
Jeez, I got old. I'm kidding, Roger.
All you people look the same to me.
44 years old.
Actually, no, hold on. Gee, how old are you?
Me? Too old, mate. 37.
How old are you?
37.
Right. Kodie, how old are you?
I'm 29.
Mark, how old are you?
53.
Right. Roger, how old
44.
are you? Right.
I'm 43, turning 44 in November.
What date? Roger, what date?
November 27.
Huh? Do you know something? See when you turn 40, see when I turned 45, you turned 47 the day after me.
I'm 43. I'm turning 44 on November 27.
No, listen what I'm saying, Roger. In November when I turned 45, you turned 44 a day after me.
My older brother's born on November 28th.
Yeah, I'm 44.
You're turning 45 in November, are you?
Yep, the day before you.
26.
Yep.
November 26.
Yep.
Oh man.
So me, you, and Mark are the oldest.
Well, I'm younger than Mark.
I'm the youngest here.
He's the youngest of us.
I thought Kodie was the eldest.
Kodie.
No, I'm the youngest here.
No.
Well, I wasn't before, but I am now.
Yeah,
I'll be 30. I'll be 30 on the 8th of December.
That's 11 days after my birthday. I'm 27th November.
What was that about your cousin's brother or brother's relation?
Uncle's sister.
Third removed sister?
I had a bong and a few too many drinks, better not take codeine. Better not have a bloody bath either. I'm 30.
My brother Robert Firefly's 33.
Becky, you're not at a job.
Kodie.
Becky, you're not at a job interview. You don't have to.
There's some ASMR for you.
Just 4 hours of.
Oh, Becky's finally out of the bath.
Here we go.
Bloody hell. I thought he was being wrinkled like a prune by now.
Let us back and relax and speak to him.
Dustin's probably wondering what what the hell he's got himself into coming
Yeah,
on this channel and listen to us bonkers.
Was too buggered. I'm out of the bath. He was too buggered to have a bath. I can just imagine Becky's like, oh yeah, oh fuck, I'm too fucked for this. Oh fuck, better get out.
I'm pure child, man. You know.
I'm cleaning up. That was 30 seconds of pure bliss. I'm cleaning up. I'm gonna get out.
Oh, come on, Pete's back.
Me and Pete.
Pete's going.
Bloody whippersnappers.
We're all whippersnappers.
Oh, them young whippersnappers. Oh dear.
What was that?
I was an old person.
Beach girl said I need to bring a translator next time.
Well, he's not speaking Scottish Gaelic.
Yeah, sorry, beach girl. I'll try and pronunciate my words better next time. All right.
Pretty sure that Trainer speaks Scottish English.
I only had one arm.
What? You only have one arm?
One I
Okay.
am. I only had one arm. Oh shit! Sorry. Obviously. Laughed me.
Oh, Roger.
That's my fluff bones gone.
Director Styles, he coming in with our editorial information here. Cheers,
You broke your collarbone, Vicky.
Becky, I'm going to say something, honey. I know how you feel. I've done it before, and I hope it gets better very soon.
Steve,
I had my left wrist broken.
Just to let you know, Charinator, honey, Becky is a bloke.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Because Roger found out by saying calling Becky Queen Becky once.
Yeah.
I actually said that, and
actually a few times he's like, "Oh, welcome." Few times he's like, "Welcome, Queen Becky, to the chat."
Because I accidentally said Queen Becky, so King Becky says, "Didn't know." I did not know Becky was a bloke at the time when I said it.
Okay, that's about
Queen Becky served King.
Calling him honey.
That's about what?
That's all right. Becky don't mind being called honey. Do you, honey?
No, Becky, I didn't know how
Sweetie.
you feel, mate. No, I've not that one. No, I don't.
Oh, that's right. He drunk on a scooter.
So about 4 or 5 months ago. Drunk on a scooter on
Gee,
my
Mark, Kodie, I've got this. No, Becky, maybe they don't get legless and don't get hopping mad.
I don't tend to being Tornado.
I'll be on the Australian coins soon.
Uh-huh.
Some of them already got King Charles head on some of the newer coins.
Do you know what I say to that?
Yeah, but Commonwealth Nation, Australia is Tornado.
Love you too, Becky.
I think we better wrap it up at that, eh?
All right, we better wrap it up, wrap it in. Let us begin. Oh, wait a second, we're ending.
He's a point and didn't know it.
All right, goodbye. I was going to just going to end it like that. Let's all wrap it up. Put a nice bow on it. All right, we love you all.